Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judge Mo people. Liverpool are ahead of everyone in the race, 9 points ahead, 11 points ahead of Manchester City. Lots of City fans are absolutely not finding the words to say what is wrong, what is going on. Pep Guardiola has lost it, completely lost it. Instead of actually managing the game, he's bantering with Liverpool fans in the stadium. He completely lost it. I've never seen this. It's same as when Mourinho lost it and left the game and started bantering with fans.
Stop copying my goat, man. Stop copying my goat. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's ridiculous that he really lost the game. Arsenal are cooking. 13-3, guys, in the last 3 games. They're cooking.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Pep didn't do this, because this is how many goals they've conceded since the last time they scored.
Interesting.
It's nice. It's nice of Pep to acknowledge that Liverpool's got 6 Champions Leagues.
Or he could have done 2-0 because it's been over 200 minutes since they've scored in the Premier League.
Well, you've done 7 because they haven't won in the last 7.
Keep it coming. Keep them coming.
Lots of different numbers. The last time City scored a goal in the Premier League was in the 23rd minute against Brighton. Now, City have been
When
bad.
was that? Are you serious? When was that?
The 23rd minute against Brighton is the last Premier League goal they've scored, because since then Brighton have scored twice, Tottenham scored 4 times, Liverpool scored twice. That's just Premier League. Remember that, just Premier League. Obviously, they scored 3 against Feyenoord, and then we all know how that ended. And to be honest with you, they're lucky because today really should have been 9 or 10.
6.
But you know what? Like, again, I don't want to beat a horse while it's down, and City have won 4 straight Premier Leagues. So it's like there's only so much banter we can give, and we're just going to win the day.
Nah, Mike. Take them while they're down. They've been happy. I've been happy here for the last.
Don't act like you have sympathy or you want to be humble now.
Let them.
You know what?
I'm not being humble. I'm not being humble.
I wanted this show. I want to speak objectively on this show, but at the same time, I've been told by Hamza on El Ahwa to have some sympathy or something, or like feel bad.
No way he said that, man. He's trolling, man. He's trolling, man.
Should I feel bad? Okay, let me ask Vator then. Guys, before we go on, hit that like button if you just join us. And if you're watching this in the replay, hit that like button. We're going to be joined by the biggest shit house as well. Ahmed is going to be joining us for Man United. It's going to be a great show. All these guys' channels are in the description. Egal Talks Football, Vator Games TV. He does a lot of shows about Man City as well. The Bridge Nation and AA United. So if you're watching us on the replay, you will find all these guys' channels are in the description. Go and support them. Egal is on the way to 40K, if I'm not mistaken. So go, guys, and support Egal. Ahmed is on the way to 5K, if I'm not mistaken. Vator is... What is the road now, Vator? Where are you? You're trying to We're trying to get. I think actually we have to get Vator to 1K ASAP, guys. Come on now, come on. Listen, I shouldn't feel bad for Pep Guardiola, to be honest.
I don't.
I don't feel sorry for my top man.
Did people feel sorry for Juventus?
Why?
What
is this have to do with Juventus?
Juve drew today. No one cares, man.
How many league titles in a row? They fell off.
Oh yeah, nobody. But hold on. The difference is everyone hates Juventus in Italy.
Yeah, everyone.
People don't hate Man City. People don't hate Man
City.
City.
You know what it is? Man City.
No, everywhere you go in Italy, people hate Juventus for some
Man City was a lesser evil.
The United was Italy.
Man City was a lesser evil.
Yeah, kind of.
So when your team can't win it, when Man City win it, it's almost like people don't care. But I've gotten to the point where I say people should care because they've won it so many times. It's getting to a point where they've surpassed Everton, Chelsea, Tottenham, Aston Villa, all these other clubs in league titles. So it's like, yeah, they've surpassed you in league titles.
Listen, calm down.
They have 4 more league titles than you.
As a club, they're bigger than you.
They're not a big club than me.
They have more.
Absolutely.
Man City they have more domestic honors than you.
But we have 2 Champions Leagues.
Ooh. Listen, we have more. Listen, we have
more.
Man
City have a treble. With all due respect, Man City have a treble.
Ahmed,
have a 4-peat. The reality is, Man City have a treble.
History of years.
Chelsea fans.
Okay,
wait.
One second. Let me get my point across. Chelsea fans always twerking for Man City to beat Liverpool, Man City to beat Arsenal, and the thing is, what they don't realize is, in the last 4 years, they've overtaken your league title haul in the league, and
don't let them divide us. Ahmed, don't let them divide us.
And now, not only have they overtaken that, they also have the Champions League to match.
Ahmed, don't let them do it.
In my opinion, Chelsea now Chelsea don't have the most trophies. That's not even an opinion. That's based on statistical fact. Man City now have more trophies.
Then in this
We're Blue Brothers, Ahmed.
But then by this argument,
but you still cheer for them to win.
In the last 20 years, then that means you've overtaken you because you've got more.
We can't be objective about this conversation.
You don't have more trophies
because you've outdone you now.
The issue you're doing is you're doing 20 years.
We've won you. We've even won more than you in the last 20 years.
You're doing 20 years.
The last 20 years, we've actually overtaken you. Then
guess what? I'm not doing 20 years. I'm doing to the existence of your club and every other football club in English football.
But again,
Man City have the 4th most
I'm just saying specifically over the last 20 years, what we've done has allowed us to overtake you. That's what I'm saying.
No, guess what? You think you've overtaken it. Mathematically, you haven't. Actual facts on the table. Man City have more league titles than you, and they have more overall trophies than you.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that if you want to use the same metric for us against City, I can use the same metric against you.
You can't because we have more league titles than you. Only thing you have more than us is European heritage.
You know, again, you can talk in terms of titles. We won more EPLs than you. Premier League.
You haven't.
We won more Premier League
titles.
We don't gotta yell at who's the bigger team.
Listen,
I'm simply stating.
I'm not counting. We are not counting.
Ahmed, you can't do that. If you talk only Premier League, are you bigger than Liverpool then? Because in the last 20 years, you won you won more league titles than them. You won 2 Champions League. You won more Europa League. Answer the question, Ahmed. You started this. Answer the question, Ahmed. Answer the question. You wanted to talk about Arsenal. Answer the question. Answer the question. Are you bigger than Liverpool? Answer the question.
You want to say in the EPL era?
No. I'm not.
You just said this about EPL.
Listen, let me talk. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just asking the question. Are you bigger than, based on what you just said, are you bigger than Liverpool?
Currently in terms of EPLs, then I'm not gonna make that argument.
Then say it with shit.
Are Leicester on the same level as are Leicester on the same level as Liverpool based on that?
That's the argument you guys are making, not myself.
No one is making anything. It's your argument.
See, I didn't say the argument. I just said
it's your argument. No one said anything.
No, what I said was, I was talking about what we had done in the last 20 years has allowed us to overtake Arsenal. I'm just talking about what we've won as of recent history.
You haven't. They have 13. You have 6. That's more than double.
If you want to count 1912 and 1913 titles,
Habibi, they have more than double your league titles.
Why do we gotta argue about history? I want to argue about the here and now.
Ahmed's bringing up a good point.
Ahmed's making it out as if it's like
That's
Inter
what I'm
versus
saying, man.
AC Milan, the history, the fact that you
Wallahi,
got like
Egal,
one
like,
title
literally,
separation.
Egal, I've never seen Egal like this,
Bro,
but he started this.
Can we not do this? Like, bro, you're still a long way away. Yes, European titles hold a lot.
No, I just beat Man City. I don't want to talk about who. I don't want to talk
Listen,
about
man,
who's
you
the
know-
bigger
Mike,
swinger.
hang on, Mike,
Like,
Mike. Ahmed, you need
It
to
seems
get
to
the
me,
double digits
a
in the
lot of
conversation.
people are just kind of obsessed, with being bigger than that. Just win titles, man. That's what I'm just gonna say. And I mean, because we know
You
how
get to double digits.
You're
then.
the one
Get to
talking
double
about
digits
bigger.
then.
Thank you very much.
I'm simply
You
stating.
started it. You the one
Man's
that
talking
started.
about
No, I'm
60
simply
titles.
stating.
I'm
People
just
work
saying.
for Man City to win
make
league
sure-
titles,
I don't listen. The reason why I listen,
but those
because
same people are getting overtaken.
Egal, you of all people should know this. That we have rivalries. What I mean, do I want my biggest rival to win another trophy with me?
But at the
Egal.
same time,
Man
I
City is
don't
not
wanna
my
work-
Man
I'm-
City is
We're
not
not
my
I'm
rivals.
never
rival.
gonna. I'm
It's
never
not
gonna
rivals.
work for Man City to win a chance. I'm
We're
never
not
Ahmed
gonna
and I
work
aren't
for Man
rivals.
City.
We
I'm
are
never
not.
gonna
Vator, do you
work
know
for Man
why?
City or anybody
Vator,
else.
do you know
to win
why? It's because
something
that's
gonna
how we
overtake
see
One
my
at a
club.
time.
we-
One at a time. One at a
When we
time.
have
An orchestra
faced
right now.
I beat them against the USL. Beat them to win the UCL. What are we doing here?
Ahmed,
These guys are
Pep
not. They're not compared to me.
Pep Guardiola as a manager of Man City has the same amount of league titles as your entire club. Your
Listen,
entire
but
club.
what I would say, by
There's
the time
only
we get
one
to January,
metric.
This is
Judge
a
a club,
party
and that's
crashing on
Champions
Chelsea,
League,
bro.
who
It's
I have the
fucking
most.
Yeah,
crazy.
all I would
Yeah,
say, man,
yeah.
in
I don't
January,
get
It's
down.
fucking
in
crazy.
January,
Sit
I'm
down.
not, you're right.
Listen,
Pep
in
has
your
the same amount of
era,
league titles as your club's history. Oh my god!
in your own era,
How do you call
you've
yourself a
won
big
one,
club when
and
Pep
Pep's
has
got
the
more
same amount of
than you.
trophies
So
as
what we
your
doing?
own
Chelsea's a
club?
big
So what
club.
are we
Don't do
doing?
that. Chelsea's a big
So what are we
club.
doing? So what are we doing? That's it, man. You know what I mean?
Okay, you,
This
you
is-
look much cleaner
that's all.
here, Mike. Much cleaner. Guys, this is
Six
fucking
times.
crazy. Anyway,
6 times. That's all I gotta say.
before
6 times.
before we actually speak about Man City and Liverpool, guys, let's get to 100 likes. We're just starting, and this is over about 250 people here. We're just starting the show. I actually wanted to speak about Chelsea first. We haven't had the chance to speak about Chelsea first.
We don't need to, man. We're good.
How?
Big
What?
club.
What?
I think we're good, man. We don't need to talk about us. We're good, man. We're
People
good.
don't want me to talk about Chelsea. It's crazy how Chelsea want to go under the radar. If you don't want to, if the Chelsea rep doesn't want to talk about Chelsea, and people are blaming me for not having a Chelsea or blaming HUSAM for
Yeah,
having
but-
a Chelsea section,
It's a bigger
what
topic.
you
know
don't
what
want to talk about Chelsea.
I mean,
Let's
listen,
talk
we
about
beat
Chelsea.
Aston Villa. We
It's
beat Aston
fucking
Villa. What do you want me to
crazy.
do?
Let's
What
not
do you
talk
want me
about
to do? We beat
Chelsea,
Aston
bro.
Villa.
You don't want it.
Can we talk about how Unai Emery's a fraud? He's fraudulent. Every single one of you guys who big up Unai Emery after every win this season realize what he is. His team are like, they're a good story. They win a game, they get props, they get pats on the back. Everyone bigs them up, says Unai Emery's better than Arteta, he's better than this, he's better than that. But then when they lose 8 games on the bounce,
Of course, it's got to
nobody
be about
speaks.
Arteta.
Nobody speaks. Nobody speaks. So I'm simply saying Chelsea had a good performance.
No, who-
Aston Villa looked very shaky.
Listen,
And overall, Chelsea, Caicedo is one of the best midfielders in the league this season. Cole Palmer is already one of the best players in the league. Chelsea have a core that they're building. Are they in the title race? If Arsenal are level on points with them, level on goal difference, level on goals scored, level on defensive record, if we're in the title race, Chelsea should be considering it too.
Yeah, I actually wanted to speak about Chelsea from a different perspective. I don't like Cucurella. I don't like Enzo Fernandez, right? We all doubted Jackson, right? Enzo Maresca, he had no resume, right? He's not Arne Slot. People compare Enzo Maresca, and I'm being objective here. Arne Slot has won titles before in Eredivisie. He has way longer career, right? So it's not comparable. For him to come in and change systems and try to get the best out of these players. Today, by the way, Enzo Fernandez played very well. And we have to admit, and it's because there's many things that he did that is different. He didn't ask Enzo Fernandez to drop deep and play with back to the goal. He actually didn't ask him even to create, guys. You know, he asked Enzo Fernandez, we just occupy that left side, support Sancho and be behind Jackson. To be honest with you, if this guy Enzo Maresca is going to get the best out of these players, we have to admit that we were wrong. He's a good manager. He's not complaining, right? He played Caicedo as right back, guys, and he inverted and he looked magnificent. Lavia was the lone DM and Caicedo's next to him. What, are you okay, Ahmed? What is happening? Are you okay?
I'm just
Caicedo was
compliment.
he was inverted right back.
Yes, but that's the thing. He is trying to get the best out of Cole Palmer now because I think he heard the criticism. Cole Palmer in the last games, right, was not as involved as today. Today he was very involved, and people said he was non-existent in the first half. He actually had more touches in the first half than the second half. He is getting the best out of them. Neto on the right. Sancho today was underwhelming for me a little bit. It was all right. But Enzo Maresca is trying to get the best out of everyone. It's something that shouldn't go under the radar. Same as Arne Slot, when he's using Gravenberch, Sabozla, he's utilizing Sabozla. But Enzo Maresca doesn't have the experience of Arne Slot. So we have to admit that we probably were wrong. Can they continue, though? What if Enzo Maresca finishes third ahead of Pep Guardiola, for example? Is that a possibility?
I want to know what were you wrong about? Did you call him a championship manager and make fun of him?
He was. The reality is his resume had me to say here. I said he's an unknown manager. His resume doesn't say that he's a good manager. Same as Arteta, by the way. His resume doesn't say anything. When we spoke to the Leicester people, they said he's not good. But when I watched the preseason, I picked Chelsea to finish fourth. Chelsea are dangerous. If they continue in this trajectory, I think they're dangerous. Are they going to win the title? I think they have zero chance of winning the title, unless everyone else thinks otherwise. Zero chance. Zero. Yeah. Chelsea, do you give them any chance to win the title? Why you?
No, I'm just saying zero chance is crazy. They could definitely get some wins and stay up there for a little bit longer. It really depends on
what. Hold on. Okay. What are the chances that you think Chelsea can win the title?
No. I give them a chance. Like, I'm not saying zero chance.
Do you give Aston? Do you give Brighton a chance?
No.
Why do you give Chelsea a chance, not Brighton?
Because Chelsea have better quality players.
Okay. Do you give Spurs a chance?
And also, Chelsea have shown that they're willing to go into January transfer window, do a madness.
Okay.
I
give Chelsea zero chance, to be honest.
If Chelsea are 6 points behind and they go and sign a goalkeeper and a strike and another forward in the January, which I know they would be capable of doing, would that not change their whole trajectory for the rest of the season?
Okay, so you think if Chelsea can hang around Arsenal and Liverpool in January and they go sign someone, they can challenge for the title?
If they go and sign a goalkeeper and they go and sign another forward in January, Chelsea could definitely challenge. I don't think Chelsea are too far away.
So you admit they have better players than you?
No, I'm not admitting to anything. I'm simply stating they can.
But it's true though, they are better than you.
They're not.
Who's better than who? Who's better than who?
Chelsea have better individual quality than Arsenal. That's a fact.
Chelsea have more.
How is that even possible? How do you say that?
Chelsea have better. Chelsea have more aesthetically pleasing players.
No, that's another buzzword that you like to use. But in terms
it's
of
not buzzwords, it's actual fact.
I would actually argue the two players that are aesthetically pleasing at Chelsea.
Right. In terms of pure quality, yeah. Chelsea.
Ahmed, Ahmed, can you come closer to the camera? I'll move you down there.
Yeah, you don't come this close. Like, I'm fine.
No, because you're too far. Because you're up there, you're too far. Guys, can big up the people that joined from Al Ahwa, guys? Can we get the likes up? Guys, can we get to 300 likes? Hit that like button. Does anybody here think that Chelsea have a better team than Arsenal?
They do.
Ahmed, anyone?
Absolutely.
Anyone?
Absolutely.
Well, why is that?
Before we go on, can we get the Chelsea rep at least?
Honestly, I think it's I think it's close. I think that's what I'd probably say. But I'd have to actually double check the squads. But listen, we're very competitive towards them. But I still think defensively they're definitely better than us. There's no doubt denying that. In my personal opinion, I think they have better centre backs than us for sure. They have the better keeper than us. That's for sure. In terms of attackers, obviously they've got Saka, we've got Palmer. But other than that, really, I think we're very competitive. Our midfield, I think, is also better than theirs.
Your midfield is better than theirs?
Yes, I would say that.
Can I say something? Isn't Palmer equal to Odegaard? Yeah. But you don't have a Saka.
No, but I'm saying in terms of players that have of real quality.
Nah, their Saka is better.
Hold on. Okay. If you say Saka, they have Saka, we have Palmer, but they have Odegaard. You don't have Odegaard, do you?
But then that's only still one attacker back. That's why you can say Saka or Odegaard. I removed one from the equation.
No, but they have two. So they have two of them. Then I'm trying to use the logic.
But I'm
Palmer is what?
I'm agreeing with your logic though. I'm agreeing.
Palmer is better than both.
He's better than both of them. Yeah, Palmer.
No. But Mo. The point I was making is my point is the same as yours. You just obviously chose Odegaard. I chose Saka. So even if you say okay, you say Palmer and Odegaard. Okay, fair enough. They've got one more extra player in Saka. So that's fair enough. I hear you on that one. But
again, it's not only extra player, a player that is playing out of this world.
Yeah, but that's fine.
This season.
But I would argue the other guys that we have around them in terms of Neto and Jackson can just be as competitive together, not by
Do you think
themselves.
Neto's better than Trossard?
No.
No.
As a winger.
This season, I would say
Okay,
yes,
as a
but
forward, guys, forget winger, not winger, as a forward player, because
Are we going based on output
Chelsea literally. I mean,
or
it doesn't
impact?
I feel like
because
if we look
the
at form
statement,
this
guys,
season,
the statement is Chelsea from Ahmed that Chelsea have better team. So we're looking at individuals that play in the front line because Neto play right, left, Trossard play striker, left wing, behind the forward. I'm talking about names, forward players. Palmer play right, Palmer play central, right? So I'm comparing names. Anybody in the chat, who's better, Trossard or Neto? Can someone give me the name?
I think
I
currently
think
in form, I
Trossard
would say
is
Neto.
better, and he is better.
I think Neto in terms of form has been better than Trossard.
No,
I would
he
say.
hasn't.
Yes, he has.
Trossard,
in
even
terms
though
of
he
form-wise, Neto this year has been better than him. I would say.
Trossard has not been that good this season. He's still been better than Neto.
No, I think Neto's been better.
Neto,
than him.
outside of the Arsenal game, what other game did he have serious impact? And I'm not talking
I
about.
think-
I'm talking about in the league. I'm not talking about in the Europa League.
No, yeah, this game I think he had a pretty decent impact against.
By the
Aston
way,
Villa.
everyone is saying
You know what I
Neto
mean?
better than Trossard. By
Yes.
the way, everyone in the
Yeah.
chat
I think
is
at
saying
this
Neto
moment
better than.
At this moment, Neto isn't better than Trossard, but at one point he will be better. He will be better. It's
That's fair. That's not the
No,
argument.
I would argue that this, in terms of form, he's been better than him. I think overall, if you want to talk about GNA right now, of course, he's probably had better. Trossard had better GNA than him, but in terms of form right now, Neto has been better than him in terms of form.
Okay, so based on that,
Jackson is better than Havertz. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I
There's
agree.
no
Yeah.
argument.
one's a
I
striker,
think
one's
it's very close. I don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
not close.
No,
It's not
It
close.
is.
It's not close.
Jackson has
One's
how
a
many
striker.
goals?
a striker, one's
It-
not a striker.
It's
yeah.
not only about the goals. The link-up play is better. The goal scoring is better. And
Havertz doesn't link up play.
he's not as good as Jackson.
Okay,
Jackson's
I'm not
the point
even.
I would say is that Jackson's.
By the way,
Jackson's
I'm
much
not,
better.
I'm not
You know what?
bantering.
I'm not even
I am
disagreeing
not
with you.
bantering.
I'm just.
You would
Once
you
again,
would
I'm not
swap.
even
Would you?
disagreeing with you.
Let me
I'm
ask
just
you.
simply
Egal,
saying
let me ask you.
it's not
Would
that
you
far.
swap Jackson with Havertz tomorrow, head for head? 25 years old versus 23 years old.
If you're looking at age, yeah, but I'm not talking about. I'm
Player.
talking
If
about
they're
actual-
both the same, if
One
they're both the
second.
same age, would
Mo,
you swap them or
Mo,
no?
you're missing my point. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm simply saying
Okay.
it's not like an afterthought. Just Jackson is this much better. No, I think it's very close. I don't think it's like. I think the difference is. I think the difference is we've asked Havertz to play not only as a striker the whole time. We've also asked him to play as a midfielder. We've asked him to play so many different areas where Jackson predominantly is being played as a
Plays
forward,
wide as well. He can play
and they're
mid.
getting chances for him as a striker.
That's not. I feel like, again, Egal. It's a little bit disingenuous if I have to say so myself. I just think Jackson is just clear. He is better than him. I think this season in particular.
Clear is clear.
This-
Clear.
the
What do you
reason
mean?
why- the reason why.
Clear.
I
Can you
say-
define clear?
I
Clear
think
is like the
he's-
difference
I think-
between.
I think he's gained separation from him. That's what I'm trying to say. When I say clear,
Oh,
he's actually gained separation from him. That's
it's
why I
not.
use
It's
clear.
not. It's not head to head. It's not comparison.
One
It's
second.
not- it's what I said. It's like, and the reason why I say that is that you can clearly see this season the improvement from
And
previous
the
to
people,
this
people
one.
walked
has
in
been
the
much,
stream
much
thinking
more
we're gonna
better.
speak Liverpool and Man City. Not yet. Not yet. But it's just for me. I wanted to speak about Chelsea for one reason because, guys, they are second or third or whatever you want to call it. They're the same
tied
points
for
as
second.
Arsenal, right? Yes, they are 9 points behind Liverpool. They smashed Aston Villa 3. If you asked a Chelsea fan, would you smash Aston Villa? Would you think that you would smash Villa at home 3-0? They would tell you no in the beginning of the season. No. They would tell you no. Right? The reality is they drew to Arsenal. Yes, they lost to Man City. The only game that I would expect them to win is Man United. Right? You played Man United away from home and you drew. But the reality is Chelsea are going under the radar. And as Egal said, the only team in this league that is trusted to actually do the business is freaking Chelsea. If they need someone in January, they're gonna go and get someone in January. That's the reality.
But that, I will say on that point, that doesn't
Yeah.
guarantee that they'll get better. It has to be the right person. If they don't, so if they sign someone and then it sort of messes up the cart, then it could go incredibly
If they
wrong.
sign a new goalkeeper, they get better, bro.
By the way,
pretty much any
Sanchez was
goalkeeper on the
amazing
planet.
But
today.
it
By the
depends
way,
on who the goalkeeper is.
Sanchez was great today, guys. Just to
He
put
was,
this out
but
there.
it's not often he's
Chill
this good.
out. No, chill
Sanchez
out.
was very
out.
good.
Chill out,
Saved
man.
you
Chill
from
out, man.
being 1-1 when
Chill out,
Watkins
man.
had the
Chill out,
ball,
man. Chill out.
and the distribution was
Chill out,
spot
chill
on.
out. How long? I was watching that, yeah, and in the stadium. He was gonna save that any day of the week, bro. That was not.
What do you mean he's gonna say? See that this? I don't like agendas. You're discrediting
That's
his
not even
work.
being agenda. That's not being agenda, right? By the way,
It's an agenda.
That's not agenda. I'm
not saying you keep the
average save.
guy, but he was good.
Nah. But I think listen, saving was okay. I think again there were times again in the game where he was doing the same old thing where he just logs off and hits the ball out when he shouldn't really be doing this. Doing so, yeah, there was like 1 or 2 times in the game where he did that.
Not that much.
No, he did that 1 or 2 times in the game. Like, listen,
Why is
that's
that a
just
mad thing to say, though?
you know what I mean?
That Chelsea
Yeah.
have quality, though. Because
But at the end of the day, listen,
But you
Sanchez
also
again.
think Man United have better quality than Arsenal.
I mean, again, you're not wrong.
Good,
So
good
you're
segue then.
delusional.
Good thing. 4-0 today, huh? Ahmed, this is what you're hyping. 4-0 against Everton today.
Everton, bro. Everton.
One sec.
And guys, gonna
Hold on, I'm gonna let them just chat nonsense. One sec. Just here comes a backdrop, by the way. That's my winger, by the way. Yeah, they all chat nonsense about him. They were joking about
Better
Ahmed
than
Diallo.
Saka, right?
He's rubbish. Yeah, of course he's better than Saka. Yeah, we don't rely on GA yet to put out good performances. We play regardless for go out 90 minutes. We impact games without GA. That's the difference between Diallo and Saka. Yeah, Saka needs the GA. Diallo doesn't need the GA. Diallo can play good without getting an assist. Yeah,
fucking crazy.
Rashford got the 2 goals today, but Ahmed Diallo was the man of the match.
Are you gonna be as good as Salah?
Guys were telling me Madueke was better than him. Mo said to me Madueke's better. And
He's
he won't be
got better GA.
Actually,
He's got better GA than him.
I would say it on an hour. We need to compare Ahmed Diallo to Timber, right wing back, right back.
Ahmed walks into Inter as well, by the way.
Ahmed walks. Yeah, he walks. Yeah, he walks into the club.
To
Say hi to the players.
He
100%. He signed jerseys for him. 100%. He would walk into the 100%.
On that right hand
I'm
side.
telling you, bro. He would
Ahmed,
walk into the team, bro.
as well.
I'm telling you, he would
Ahmed,
walk
does
into
he-
the club, bro.
He's playing really
I'm
good as a
talking
wing
rubbish,
back.
bro.
Do you
That's
think
fucked
he'll
up.
stay as a wing back, or do you think he'll end up becoming a forward again?
It
I'm
doesn't
surprised
matter.
he's not the
It
inside
doesn't
10.
matter, by the way. Wing back number 10, he's a brilliant player and he'll cook regardless. Yeah.
So does he walk into Liverpool's team?
You know, they've got Salah in it though. So again, that's a rubbish comparison. So
That's
you
the
know,
level.
Maybe
Does he
next
walk
season.
into
Maybe
Arsenal?
next season. Maybe next
you're
season. bro.
comparing a guy
One
who's
second.
pretty much.
Does he walk
You're
into
comparing
Arsenal?
again.
As you said, he's better than
Okay.
Saka.
Of course, he's better than Saka. Of course he's better than Saka. You can laugh, by the way, but I saw the game yeah, against what's it called? Who did you lot play against West Ham?
West
I saw
Ham.
the game, yeah. I saw the game. They were gassing up that penalty, yeah, and that tap-in assist where Odegaard did everything, bro. His performance was so overgassed by Arsenal fans. I watched it twice that game. It was overgassed.
Wow, wait.
You guys are over. You overdid it, by the way. I promise you, Odegaard was your best player. You guys are talking about stats this, stats that, yeah, bro. Saka is just a 7 out of 10 player who's just good. You guys are trying to convince us.
How many
yeah,
7 out of 10 players do you have?
bro? I can name you players that are more talented than Saka in my team.
Well, like,
Torres knows talented
Wait,
than
can I
You're
answer your question, Ahmed? Can I answer your question,
That's
Ahmed? This is a
true.
question I always have to think about whenever I ask you. Yeah.
Go
You
on.
know, listen, players can have more talent, but who is maximizing their potential
Yeah.
in the team to get the job done? That's the
What do you
question
mean? Who's
that's asking.
maximizing? Ahmed's
more
maximizing
efficient?
his strength. Right? Ahmed's never had a manager who consistently starts.
But I'm
him.
saying, like the reason why I'm saying, like obviously, I'm not just to include Ahmed in this
Ahmad's been
conversation.
here under 3
But,
managers.
yeah,
I'm
and
saying
he's not
I'm
started,
not.
he's not
He's
started.
not
that
been there.
much in the Premier League. Use context.
With all due respect to Ahmed, like he's also been at Sunderland and Rangers. whilst
Yeah, and he
that's been
cooked at
taking place.
Sunderland as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove him from the equation. Yeah, if you look at the rest of the United squad,
course he
and you
should
look
be.
at the Arsenal squad, Egal.
Not every player cooks when they.
If you
when they
look,
go
but
in.
Ahmed, if you look at the Arsenal squad and then you look at the United squad, yeah, who is maximizing their potential? Yeah, level more.
Well, obviously
He's the club.
Arteta's maximizing because he's been there longer.
There we
and
go
he's had
then.
more- No, but the thing is, yeah, the question was who's got better quality individually. Yeah, with Arsenal, yeah, quality wise, none of them are like elite, but
So
they
you
play
think
well.
okay? So you
Go
think you have better
What?
quality than them?
100%.
You don't have
Okay.
better quality
Hold
than
on.
us.
100%.
You think you have better quality than
Our
Arsenal?
midfield's better than
In
theirs,
what?
Oh my fucking.
100%.
Your midfield,
Your midfield
with
is better.
Manuel Ugarte, Kobe
Pogba
Menu,
said,
Bruno
All of them are better
Fernandes.
than all of them are better than
Oh
Arsenal.
my god! Did you
100%.
see what Ryan Gravenberch did to Kobe Mino? I don't think he's
Bro,
recovered from that,
Jorginho
bro.
walks into your midfield, and he's like our
Remember
backup.
Remember that record spinning around like a record player, bro. Come
Okay,
on.
okay. Hold on.
Is this crazy
I'm
or
actually
am I
hold on.
tripping?
This is actually he's actually being serious, guys. I just want Ahmed, guys. Can we get the likes up, please? Can we get to 500 likes? It's about 800 people here or more, or 900 people. Ahmed,
Go on.
you are how many points behind Arsenal are you? 6 points, right?
6 points.
You still have 2 games to play Arsenal, right? You haven't played Arsenal.
Okay.
We
So
play
you have-
Wednesday.
Exactly. So you have better team than them. Am I wrong?
Quality wise, we have better
Quality-wise.
quality.
Your
Yeah, but they
manager,
play better as a team.
your manager, based on achievements, have achieved more in football than Mikel Arteta. Do we agree?
No,
Facts.
we can agree
Okay.
with that.
So you have the better team, you have the better
I
manager.
know what he's trying to do, by the way. He's going to say, "Oh, we'll go," but I'm not scared of Arsenal. By the way, I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Arsenal. I expect to go to Arsenal, yeah, and get a result. I'm not going to celebrate for a draw or a loss. Are you crazy? I support United, bro. I'm not going to go in for a draw. I don't do Arsenal, by the way. I don't do what Arsenal fans do when they celebrate Man City draw. I'm going to go there, and anything but a win is a failure. Simple as that.
I'm sorry, Ahmed. I need to ask you this, right?
100%.
You're telling me about.
So
all
what's
these-
your
all this-
seat? Go ahead, Ram. I'm sorry. Apologies. Go ahead.
Go on.
I can't get my head around the whole quality of players thing. What have
Yeah,
these
go on.
quality players showed in the last couple of seasons to tell you that they've been better than Arsenal? What have they actually shown?
What's your club showed?
What's my club shown?
What's your club showed?
We won
For the past-
trophies, bro.
Arteta's tenure, by the way, what has he shown, yeah, and what has he done?
Oh,
to
I don't
warrant
support
your team,
Arsenal.
to
I don't
warrant your
support
team, yeah,
Arsenal.
that is one of the best in the world right now. What has he
That's,
warranted?
Ram's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I'll say my team is top of the league,
Well, Liverpool
top
and
of the
Arsenal,
league, top of the Champions
they
League.
gas up each other anyway.
What do you mean?
Go on.
How do we gas up each other? I cuss
but-
Arsenal all the time. Egal
What
knows I
is
cuss
this?
Arsenal whenever I need to.
Well, go on.
Wowza.
But you're talking to me about these
Huh?
quality players.
Do you guys
and
remember when Mo said, guys in the chat, do you guys remember when Mo said that Man United fans are entitled, right? Couple of wins.
Remember.
And this is what, you remember that? You remember?
Remember what he
Ahmed,
said,
you done
Mo?
shows, you
Mo,
done
they
a show
drew
of
against
shows with
Ipswich,
me.
bro.
I
Remember
told
what
you,
is it? It's
I told you,
Manchester
bro.
United. It's
I told
Manchester.
you, bro.
Remember? It's
We're
always that
Manchester
bro.
United.
Yes, always.
Yes, there's a lot of
Ahmed,
shows with
Ahmed.
me, Vator and Ahmed. When I say that Man United fan base are entitled,
Rightfully so.
Ahmed,
Well, how
these
is it
same
right?
players
Why
that you're
is it?
picking out.
I'm not gonna go there.
Because
Are
unlike
you
Arsenal,
serious?
yeah,
So
unlike
I want
Arsenal,
I want you then to put your chest out there.
Manchester's out. Look
Okay.
at it, Manchester's out.
Okay, I want you now, before we move on from this, I want you to put your chest out there and tell me now, you're 6 points behind Arsenal. What are you, like 4 points behind City? Manchester is red. You have a great manager. You have a good team. You have Ahmed Diallo, one of the best players, as you say. Xerxes, I saw your TikTok. If you guys haven't watched
Big up
Ahmed,
Xerxes, by the way. That's my striker.
go
Big up
check his TikToks. He's bigging
He's
up
got
Xerxes. And
Big
he's
up
saying,
Xerxes.
Dead.
Big
you
up Xerxes.
said you have more technical players than Arsenal. You have more technical players than a lot of teams in the league. What is your ceiling
He
then?
said he has a
Tell
better
me what's just-
midfield.
Of course, we have a better midfield, by the way. Who's your midfield, by the way? What,
Who's
Rice?
yours?
Rice.
Odegaard,
Rice.
Partey,
Declan Rice is a scrub.
Mourinho,
Thomas Partey has been
Jorginho.
better than all your
Rice
midfield
is
this
a scrub.
season.
Casemiro's better than
Together.
all of them. Casemiro is
Thomas
better.
Partey has
This is
been
crazy.
better than all your midfielders this
No,
season.
no. Casemiro's better than all of them. He's better than all of them.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Habibi,
God.
that's not history lesson. That's Real Madrid, Casemiro.
No,
not Man
no,
United.
no. United, he's been good.
Pure entertainment.
United, he's been
Pure
good.
entertainment.
For United, he's been good. For United, he's been
Last
good.
year he was
I don't know why
finished.
City fans are talking, by the way. Why is the City fans talking? They lost. Relax.
Ahmed
Anyway,
represents the
Oh,
United
wait.
fan base.
anyway, moving on.
He's
moving
the
on.
perfect
Can I hear
representative. for
Vator
United
now?
fans.
Proper red man. He's a proper red man. He's a proper red man.
No,
You know what I
he
mean?
he represents the United fan base perfectly. His takes, his perspective, his
Because we can fill the
expectations.
stadium.
What
We
he
can't get
demands,
angry at me.
perfect United
Alright,
fan.
one second.
Mo, now you know why I want Everton out of this league now. Look at what they've done to these man. Look how it's Everton. You beat Everton. You didn't even
Yes.
beat a top team.
You lost to
beat a
Ipswich.
team that shouldn't be even in the
Did you
Premier
not lose
League.
to Ipswich on Ongoing Forest?
Bro,
So what? It doesn't
I'm sorry.
happen.
I'm sorry. What happened last week? Didn't Liam Delap turn
And what?
Delic inside and out?
You know, you're talking about.
Did
You're
Amari
talking about.
Hutchinson
You're
just
talking about.
dead,
Yeah.
up your
I can
entire
guarantee
team
if your
against
team
top
beat
wins
Liverpool,
against-
Bro,
if your team
I've
beat
bro,
Liverpool, one of the
I have
best goalkeepers
not
in the
seen
league.
Man United fans have chests like this since the
No,
first
no,
season of Ten
Bro,
Hag, bro.
last week they drew against
Wallah
Ipswich.
al-Azim, this
No,
is
no.
fucking crazy.
Once
No,
again,
I think-
Mo, I guarantee you it's
I
not
think-
chess. It's just
I think
Arsenal
Ahmed's
hate.
actually speaking
It's
facts.
not
It has
Arsenal.
nothing to do with chess.
Crimea River,
It's
man.
Arsenal
Crimea
hate.
River.
I
Listen,
think
Crimea River.
I think everything he said has been 100% true because
Big up,
like,
bro. Big up.
ultimately when you look at United, it like the table's bullshit because everyone who's at the top has just played like shit, and United are they're just completely unlucky that they decided to hire a Dutchman, and now that they hired someone who's from Portugal, Like, he really understands football. He knows the game. The Dutch are stupid. They haven't been good since the 90s. Bergkamp retired. It's over. Cruyff is, rest his soul. But the Dutch is out of here. So now
we have a Dutch manager ourselves, Mike.
Exactly. Well, hold on. So now that they got the Dutch out of Man United and they've got the Portuguese in here, now it's time for United to show up and basically say, all of you guys are idiots. 15 points is nothing. Like, we're coming for you. And honestly, all of you guys have been exceeding expectations. You guys are shit at football, and you're just lucky that we were more shit than you so are. But now we're coming. So I'm 100% with him.
Mike,
I can't wait to see this.
Your whole base of your argument is against our own manager. That makes no sense.
Sarcasm.
Ram is Sheldon Cooper. He doesn't get sarcasm.
Yeah, man.
What's up?
Ahmed, before we go on to the actual title race, talk to me about the game today, Ahmed. Ahmed Diallo, Bruno Fernandes played well. Are you convinced now that Bruno is good?
No, I watched that game, by the way. Bruno wasn't great.
What about Rashford today? 2 finishes, great finishes today.
Rashford, he took his goals well. Are
you gonna give him credit, or you only gas up the players you like?
I gas up players who perform well over 90 minutes, not just in moments. Yeah, I watched that game. I watched Rashford and Bruno. They got the output, but their performances was very, very average. Yeah, they kept losing the ball in possession. They were getting, they were overhitting crosses, overhitting passing. Every time that Bruno got the ball and we're trying to play out from the back, they would trigger him. So cool, he got the assist and Rashford got the goal, But for me, the reason why Ahmed Diallo and Xerxes get the appreciation is because even the manager said it. Yeah, Xerxes got the 2 goals, but he's more happy about the performance. The 2 goals for Xerxes is a bonus because he played really well today. Yeah, after getting scapegoated by this United fan base and by rival fans saying he's rubbish, only for having 4 starts here, bagged 2 goals.
Why would rivals scapegoat a player?
No, but they were taking the piss out of Xerxes. Don't worry. Like I said.
Habibi, rightfully so. He wasn't playing well.
Yeah,
I'm saying
rightfully so.
I'm just acknowledging that rivals wouldn't scapegoat because they don't have no.
I'm talking United fans scapegoating and rival fans taking the piss here. But with Kai Havertz, he's been here for 4 seasons. He's been here for 4 seasons, and he's allowed the leeway, But with Xerxes, it's finished with him. Like I said, guys are too reactionary. At the end of the day, having a coach makes a big difference to a player and actually understanding his profile and where to play him because the other manager was clueless and he had amnesia, respectfully. And that's it. Like, Xerxes is going to be a good player for us. He's going to be very key. He was dropping in deep. He was facilitating for the plays. Ahmed should have scored that beautiful pass from Xerxes in the first half. Diallo, he was literally a key factor for getting them 2 goals. He pressed the Brandthwaite twice, got it off him. There's a reason why he's probably playing him as a wing back. And during pressing,
this guy Brandthwaite is a fraud.
Yeah, he's rubbish.
And I said it many times. When you scout a player from Everton, you scout a player that plays a low block because Everton today did not play deep and low block. Everyone is exposed. They're completely garbage.
People are living off what he did at PSV.
Like I said,
Ram, today, the guy in spaces can't run, can't cover, doesn't know where to stand, doesn't know anything. He has no anything.
Yeah.
He doesn't know anything.
Xerxes and Ahmed were fantastic.
He's the right buy,
They were fantastic. Kobe came back from injury, had a decent game. I would like to see him further up the pitch, not playing as an 8. But
I know what you want. You want to bench Bruno Fernandes and play Kobe there. I know exactly what you want.
Beautiful. Because the thing is,
exactly what he wants. He wants Bruno Fernandes benched.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you what he wants. You see the game, the team, people in the chat. If you guys haven't watched Man United and people do know the lineup, I know exactly what Ahmed wants. He wants Xerxes up top, Kobe Mainoo and Ahmed Diallo behind him as the 2 10s. That's what he wants. And he wants Ugarte and Casemiro DMs, Mazraoui right wing back. He wants a left wing back, and he wants Lenioro, Lisandro Martinez, and De Ligt. Isn't that the team you want?
You know, Kobe Mainoo is not suited to be a forward.
He can't be a 10.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can be a 10. What do you mean?
Exactly. Guys, I know Ahmed exactly what he wants.
But
He
that
can
he's
be
not
a-
capable of
Exactly
doing
what I
that.
want.
He is capable of doing it. What are you talking about? He's not.
He hasn't got the
he's not that
attacking
type of
awareness to
player.
play like
He
that.
doesn't have the attacking awareness. His best attributes are his attacking qualities. What are you talking about?
What do you
All of
mean?
his
What
weaknesses-
is
all of his-
what
hold on,
attacking
hold on.
qualities? His
Wait,
best.
wait,
we
you're
still on
waffling.
United?
Is ball
Are we still
carrying.
on United?
You're
We're
waffling.
almost done, Mike. We're almost done, Mike.
Again,
We're
you're
almost done.
waffling. Again, you're waffling because with Kobe, yeah, if you actually look at his game, his weaknesses are actually covering ground, defending, yeah, and he's
That's
not.
different. That is
No, no, but
different.
he's played. He's
Yeah.
been played under Ten Hag. He played as a 6. Right now, he's playing as an 8. He's not a box to box who's going to get up and down, up and down. He's not an N'Golo Kante type profile. He's not anything like
Big up
that. He's
N'Golo,
an
man.
attacking
Big up
player.
N'Golo.
He's an attacking player, yeah.
I never
Who
asked him to
thrives
be
when
like
he's further up
N'Golo.
the pitch. If you look at all the goals he bagged for us last season, yeah, all of it was his finishes against Liverpool. All of it has been further up the pitch, and he thrives there. The FA Cup final goal, he was inside the box. You get the best out of Kobe when he's further up there and he's involved in build-up, not chasing players and defending.
Does he
and
have the
getting
vision
over
to
top.
play as a 10?
Of course, he's got
Okay,
the
so-
vision.
so
100%.
where's
He's got a
Bruno's
good
best
weight of pass
position?
on him as well. He's got
What's
a good
Bruno's
weight of
best
pass.
position on the bench?
Bruno's best position is the transfer market.
Mike,
The
that
transfer
was
market.
good. That was good. I like that.
Yeah. We
But,
need to move.
but can I ask you a question, Ahmed? Though you remember I
Go on.
asked you this before, yeah. Like,
Go on.
do you not need guys that can give you consistent goals and assists, bro? Like, at some point,
Yeah, but
need
you can get that
bro.
from other players, though. The thing is, yeah, I've actually clocked it because rivals have seen Rashford and Bruno get jaded.
Rivals are in your head like 24/7. But
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, I'm just saying.
He's
Rivals,
seeking validation.
no, I'm not seeking validation. What we're saying yeah is that because rivals and every United fan sees Rashford and Bruno for 6 seasons get GA every now and then, they think that oh my days they carry.
Yeah, Habibi, GA is the most important thing in
You can get
football. In
GA.
the history of the sport,
No, but
G-
GA can be
goals
GA,
and assists are the most important thing. You can be the
Not
best
really.
dribbler on earth. You go play cage football 5-a-side. At the
Not really.
end, yeah, Habibi, Erling Haaland is the best striker because he gets 40 goals a season.
He's not the best striker though.
Who is?
Yeah, Habibi, but the whole point is, do you know why Saka's very good this season? Performances wise, he's very good. He adds to this 15 GA in the league.
Who?
Assist, Bukayo Saka. Because you can dribble all you want, but at the end, if you don't score, you don't assist, you're rubbish.
What's the point?
Savio
Not
can
really,
dribble.
not really.
Do you
Not
think
really.
Savio is better than? Would you choose Savio tomorrow over Bukayo Saka?
I haven't watched Savio like that. I haven't watched him like that. I haven't watched Savio. But I can name other wingers that I have watched that I can say that are better than Saka.
Tell me the other wingers, the technical wingers in the league.
Yeah.
That are, by the way,
But in
by
the
the way,
world, yeah.
by the way, I'm
In the
playing
world.
your game for one reason. Because
Yeah,
you
cool.
know that Bukayo Saka completes more dribble than a lot of people
Do
in
the
the
world.
league.
Do the world. Do the
He's-
world.
People
I
don't understand that Bukayo Saka, because he doesn't do the step overs, they
Oh,
think
that's
he can dribble.
It's not about step
Habibi,
overs.
dribbling for coaches is you to get away from the player. It doesn't matter if you push the ball and run. It doesn't matter if you do it with your ass, with your head. It doesn't matter. That's called a dribble. That's what it matters.
You
At
know
the
what it
end.
is, man. Saka ain't got the freestyle weak foot. That's why, man.
That's it. That's the
That's
thing.
right,
The
man.
freestyle. Yes.
That's the freestyle.
Exactly.
Don't try that.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what?
yeah.
Sasha, you know what?
Saka-
Saka doesn't have that Sancho move when he pushes the ball from a leg to a leg, foot to a
United-
foot. He doesn't do this.
United-
He must be
Listen,
technically
he don't
not
give you that
great.
play of the 1v1, man.
United-
You know the Sancho
Yeah, but
today.
still,
Sancho
he-
today, the body
Sancho's
fake
Sancho's
and
better than
everything.
him. Sancho's better than him.
Sensational,
Sancho is
man.
United-
better than Bukayo Saka.
Of course, he's better than him.
United is very simple.
Hold
United
on.
is very simple.
How is Sancho better than Bukayo Saka?
Sanchez-
We have seen Sancho over the last 3 seasons.
Every,
For club and
every
country.
Okay,
single
hold on.
Oh my god.
Sanchez
You know
better.
what? I will give
Yeah,
you
man, you must
this.
be loving this,
If
bro,
you
man.
hold on, I will give you this if you say Sancho of Dortmund 4 years ago was performing to a very high level that is better than Bukayo Saka. Same for Kai Havertz. You want to tell me that Sancho that we watched in the last 3.5 seasons at Man United is better than Bukayo Saka?
Not the United one, but the Chelsea one's better than Saka, bro.
Oh my
100%.
What has he
That
done
sounds
to
so good,
Chelsea
bro.
yet?
100%.
Don't
100%.
You want to know
Bonito,
something?
man.
Mo,
Bonito,
as an
Bonito
Arsenal
Chelsea.
fan, I'm not gonna lie to you.
100%.
I
Sancho-
love having serious discussions about Saka, but at this point, it's not a serious discussion.
No, but
This
it's
is
a
not serious.
Oh.
If
Saka-
we talk about Sancho
Defenders.
playing 5 games for Chelsea better than
Can Saka,
Bukayo Saka,
hold
we're
on,
not
last time
serious.
last
Wallahi,
time I
we're not-
checked, yeah.
You're not
Last-
serious, Ahmed. Ahmed,
No,
the
no, no,
problem is,
last time I
you know
checked-
what? If you
Let me
argue
finish.
Neto, if you argue anyone that
Let me
has played consistent games, yes. But to argue someone that has played 5 games, right? It's ridiculous.
I
It's
don't need to watch.
ridiculous.
I don't need to watch a play for one season yet to know.
Okay,
whether he's better
okay.
than-
You know what? I just got you because
Well,
you just
let me
watched.
finish, let me
Because you no because
Yeah.
you just said, Ahmed, I didn't watch Savio like this.
Yeah,
Did
I did
you
watch
watch Man City games this season, right? Savio
I've
played
watched-
more than Sancho this season. So why are you saying I didn't
I haven't
watch
watched it like that. I haven't
you know,
watched
because
it
you
like
like Sancho and you don't want to say that.
No,
You
I've
watch
watched it.
Savio. You have watched this season Savio more than Sancho. Am I right or wrong?
I've watched Sancho more than Savio. I don't watch City like that this season. I haven't watched Savio to gauge an opinion. I've seen what Sancho's done more in football, by the way, than Saka will ever do.
What?
Just based on what he did at Dortmund.
Wow.
The guy went. No,
What
hold on.
No. What did he do at Dortmund? What did he
I'll tell
actually
you
do
what he
at
did.
Dortmund?
I'll tell you what he did.
He
Yeah, I'll
actually
tell
got
you
to
what.
UCL final, man.
No, but I'm going to educate you.
Oh, really? Was it him or was it Marco
Saka's
Royce?
been
and
to-
Cole?
I'm going to
Go on.
Saka's been
I'm
to
just
two
saying.
Euro
I'm
finals.
just
One
saying what
second.
he's done.
One
you know what I
second.
mean?
Saka's been to two.
Don't hate me,
One second.
you know
No, but
Saka
I'm
was
going to
in the same
educate you.
team.
No, but let me.
Saka was in the same team with Sancho when Sancho was in his pump before he joined
Hold
Man
on. I'm going to
United.
educate this guy. I'm
And
going to
benched
educate him.
him.
Last time I
And
checked,
benched him.
when Jadon Sancho
Took his
went
shirt
on loan.
number and is starting over him week in, week out since then. I remember when Saka made the Euros team in 2020, they said,
talking
what's
about
the point of having him? Because Sancho and Rashford are going to play all the minutes.
Why
Why is Saka even coming?
Also, now you're right, Southgate now.
I'm simply stating.
Listen, you guys are all
I'm simply
fools.
stating
Chiesa is
that
clearly better.
Ahmed, you don't have a
Right.
Man
case.
said, okay, this
You don't, the only
Right,
argument
respect,
you have,
respect.
the
Yeah,
only
nothing.
argument you have
Respect.
is
Excuse
aesthetically,
me, I'm
you
not
believe
respecting
that
him
this
at all, bro.
person
He's
is
still my
more
favorite player,
appealing
by
than
the
the
way,
other.
right?
The
I
most
don't
dribbles
think
in
any
Serie
case
A,
you
baby.
make is logical. Why
He
are
used
we
to be
sitting here
Hughes.
talking about Saka being, you know something? Saka is not only better than all those players, Saka is
He's not
probably
better.
top
I can break
five
down the
in his
game, by the way, and tell
position.
you why he's not better.
Ram,
What's
pre-ACL, Chiesa, generational.
Man's talking
Ben
about.
Doak
Bro,
is better
Mo,
than
I'm
Saka.
surprised.
It's
We
okay,
spent 40
man.
minutes. We still
I
haven't
was
spoken
there.
about the game.
Yeah, Akhi, I want to speak United. I want to speak Chelsea. Ahmed came with the madness. I'm not scared of Arsenal. I'm not scared of this.
Why would I be scared of Arsenal?
I'm not
I heard he
celebrating a
beat the
draw.
Monday
I wanted
after
to
Thursday,
say-
Thursday.
I wanted. We spoke a
I want to
little
just
bit
say
of
one thing about
Chelsea.
United, Mo.
We spoke a little bit of Chelsea and their aspirations that the players are good. Blah blah blah. We were objective, right? And we said, we go to Man United. My man wins 2 games, right? And he's like, I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of that. City are this. City are this. Plus, he won 2 games.
Mo,
Listen.
Yeah,
hold on,
I-
Ahmed, hold on. Just one second. Listen, I think United is very simple, right? I'm not going to be sarcastic here. I'm actually going to be honest. United is very simple.
Sure.
When you looked at them last season, how far off did they really finish from the top 4? A handful of points, and they were even on goal difference, right? You got the Dutchman out of there. Now you got the Portuguese guy. You're that much closer to being in the top 4. And ultimately, right now, any sane United fan would say that we're fighting for that 4th position. So I understand why you're gassed, but at the same time, to ignore everything that you have criticized from the team over the past 2 years, regardless of the manager, just from an individual player standpoint. Sure, if you want to prop Manu, I think he's a fantastic young player. You want to prop Diallo, I think he's a fantastic young player. But Casemiro's fucking dog water.
Casemiro
Delit has bare. Okay, but listen. I never cut you off. Delit has been garbage. Martinez can't stay on the pitch consistently. I give Delo some credit. Mazraoui has been fantastic for you. I think he's been an unbelievable bargain for the kind of output that you're getting. But forward wise, you guys shit on Højlund and Xerxes every week. 1 week it's this, 1 week it's that. 1 week it's this, 1 week it's that. Again, when I say you guys, that's plural.
You're generalizing.
100%. Because I'm talking about an entire club, not just one person. Right? Rashford has been shit for a while. Garnacho is fucking horrendous.
I don't rate Garnacho or Rashford again.
Okay, again, but these are the options that you have. So even if you do pick up more points against teams that you wouldn't have last season, you still have to face Titans, and you're not good enough to beat Titans, regardless of whether or not your individual players are good enough. This is not an individual game. No,
I said I'm not scared of Arsenal. That doesn't mean I never said I'm going to win the league.
Which is fine.
But Arsenal are much better than you. That's the whole point. They are in a higher place than you.
Okay, of course. Okay, hold on a minute. Arsenal, being higher than United should not be an achievement yet, because we've had, first of all, Arsenal have literally had the same manager for 5 seasons, and developed these players for so long, and has implemented the system, consistently, and has improved his players that he has, and everyone knows what they're doing. And you're saying, oh, they're better than. They play better than us as a team.
So you should be realistically afraid of them.
And this is a team game.
You are going
to
play them in their ground.
Okay,
they
the only thing that I'm
scared
scared of.
3-4 goals.
Okay,
what is your predictions for the game then? Okay, let's move on from this before I do the super chat, so we can move on to actually Liverpool and City and Arsenal and the title race. What is your predictions then for the game?
I think we're gonna draw. I think it'll be a draw.
All that just for a draw. Come on, man. Well, like, just for
I think it's gonna be, look, Ahmed talking about Chester, but he predicted his team is finishing 6th. Say less, man. I remember.
Listen, yeah, but I did that before we got.
Wallahi, we didn't even.
Didn't you just say
Bitcoin.
that you demand wins? Didn't you just say that you're going to go there and demand a win? But yet
Yeah,
you're
100%.
expecting a draw?
Yeah, but you never know. Them corners can come out of nowhere, bro.
He's
They're
United
very
Oh
reliant on
my
corners.
god!
Bro, the
6-0 to United. 6-0.
Come on, man.
Okay, we're gonna talk about the game. The game. I might not even do a show before the game, but we'll talk about it. But listen, guys, let me do it. Guys, it's about 1,000 people here. All these guys' chants are in the description. Egal, Vator games. Really, before we even, with all due respect to Egal and Ahmed the Bridge, I want Vator to get to 1K, guys. He's given us his time. He's given Egal his time. He did Vibes from the 6. If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. Right? We need Vator to be on 1K. We have 1,000 people here. I think it's very simple for you guys to click on the link and go support Vator. He's doing shows. He does work on his channel. So go and support Vator. This is about 1,000 people
money
here.
for Tim Hortons. He needs money for Tim Hortons.
So come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Those double doubles don't pay for themselves.
Yes. Ahmed, is your camera all right?
No, it's got an error. I'm fixing it. Sorry, bro.
All right. What a goal from Cold Palmer, unreal. Yeah, to be honest, he had a fantastic performance today as well. The goal isn't just on top of it.
The Enzo goal was a bit better, in my personal opinion.
The Enzo goal was amazing. No, but Cole Palmer goal was absolutely wonderful because of the angle.
I prefer the Cole Palmer one, just the one touch and then just the curler.
Bro, and there was no angle when you watch it. He created the angle for himself.
Yeah,
it was amazing. It was amazing to be honest.
I liked the direct free kick. That was funny.
That was hilarious, man. I can't lie to you. I was cracking up, man.
It's like you're so close, but you're still so difficult to score.
Which one is that?
Did you not?
Basically, we had the indirect free kick, Mo. We had
Martinez picked up the ball. Chelsea had a direct free kick inside the box.
Oh yeah.
Indirect.
Martinez picked the ball, yeah.
Yeah,
that one. I'm like, yeah, it's indirect and
indirect.
It's very hard to score.
I'm confusing sports. My bad.
Anyways. It's just tough. Bro, Trossard has been shocking cost Arsenal games.
I hear that, but even when he's costing us games, he's still been better overall than Neto, impactful wise. No. Like Neto's been good. Maybe
Neto has been much more. I think.
Let's not open up this can of worms again.
So we're not doing this.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? We're gonna spend 20 minutes on that.
Saying Ahmed is closer to Reece Nelson than Saka. I agree.
We know
happy.
Do we even know if Nelson's worse than him?
Super chat here.
That's crazy.
Then Doak clears both of them.
What has Ahmed done? What has Ahmed done to be compared to Bukayo Saka? I don't know.
He's a better footballer.
He played for Sunderland.
Saka's the bar. Saka's the bar.
It's ridiculous.
When anybody has anybody who has a good game,
this is a subjective conversation. It's based on what you determine to be a footballer. That's different for everybody. We're never going to come to a consensus.
No, but Mike, I'm talking about the games I've watched. Ahmed, he's good, talented.
It's still subjective because Ahmed.
I'm telling you what. You know what? This Ahmed performance today is not even as good as Bukayo Saka's performance
This Ahmed performance today is better than any performance Saka has put for the season.
Yeah, Rana, I'm telling you, Wallah al-Azim, this Ahmed performance is not even as good.
Hold that, Egal, man. You know what I mean?
Mo, allow it.
I'll say this once and I'll say it again.
I'm done. Ahmed, I love the energy, but our midfield is not good. It's the weakest part of our team at the moment. Big up the panel. Thank you, Saka Junkie. That's a Man United fan.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. The minute we get rid of Bruno and we buy another midfielder, to compensate for.
Allah.
100%.
Bruno's the reason why Casemiro's dog. Bruno's the reason why flipping Kobe Mine.
Guys. Hold on. Mason Mount is the answer. Mason Mount is the physical player that Ruben Amorim needs. Mason Mount's going to come up. He's going to cook. He's going to win Premier League Player of the Season. That's it. It's over. It's done. It's finished.
It's actually great.
My club's got them. My club's got them right.
Yeah, Habibi, your club got no one. None of us here.
I've got them on screen.
Nobody.
I've got them on screen. Bottom left.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ahmed. I don't have a lot of Man United fans in the chat, right? I'm telling you, when a club is not doing well, their fans normally watch only the channels that are just talk about them, right? Ahmed, I only talk about Man United because of Staffy and you, and because I do shows with Terry. That's it. If I sit here and I do a show about Man United and I try to be objective to people, no one will believe me that I'm objective. No people will watch me. Why? Because there is no news other than second. Why is there news? When you come back to the fold and you start winning games like Chelsea or Liverpool or Arsenal or City, we can talk about. But the reality is, Ahmed, you talk. No one. Do you think Egal sits on his shows and he's thinking about Man United? Do you think Chelsea think about Man United? I'm asking a genuine question, Ahmed. Do you think, before I move on to that, do you think rival fans really sit and think about Man United?
Man United is the most talked team in the Premier League, and we're the biggest team in England, regardless of how rubbish we are at the moment. And regardless, by the way, we're always going to get talked about. A club of that size, no matter how poor they will be on the pitch, will always get talked about. Well, we're never going to be in the slumps like this forever. And also with United, whether we don't have a good season, we always leave with something. That's the difference between United and Arsenal. They'll play good for a season.
That's not true.
United will always leave with something.
Without a trophy.
United will leave with something. Do you get what I'm saying? Regardless, United will always.
Before Ten Hag, you had a trophy drop for 5 years.
And what's your trophy drop right now? And how many finals has Arteta reached?
What does this have to do? But listen,
this is irrelevant.
He's asking about you. He's asking about what you said. He said we always leave with something.
100%.
That's not true.
He literally just told you.
100%.
Ahmed, do you want me to tell you the truth, Ahmed? You're the only club from the top 6 clubs that has been the furthest from winning the major trophies in the last 12 years. You know that?
Arsenal haven't won a major.
No, but you don't understand. You don't understand. You're the furthest from winning the major trophies, the Champions League, the Premier League.
Liverpool haven't won one before club. They haven't won one major. Won a Premier League.
I hope that you can understand that the statement is Man United is the furthest from winning the Premier League.
You've been enjoying life.
Deflecting like
you got Captain America's shield. Nothing can penetrate it. It's honestly.
Anyway, guys, there's
what about
10
this
likes
club? What
away.
about that club?
Bottom left guy knows what he's talking about 100%. Of course, Amaritania 100. Now, I'm gonna tell you why. Because once anyone shits on Saka, Amaritania show up, and it's great talk. Mo, does Villa still have better midfield unit to us? Onana didn't play today. I think Tielemans played bad today, but I would say that Chelsea have grown into the season, to be honest. This Kamara fell off a cliff, but I don't think that they have a better midfield.
Kamara had an easy injury, bro. I'm gonna give him a bit of time because he's
today they missed Onana big time. They were overrun today. They were over Tielemans. They were bullied today. So about Blaze, I don't think so. If you ask me, I would choose Chelsea's midfield, especially with Palmer in it.
Go
ahead.
I will say, I think Unai Emery, when he sold Douglas Luiz, thought Tielemans could do the same thing that he did, but realizes not. He can't. And I think Luiz is a very, very, very big miss.
By the way, David Luiz cannot get a game in Serie A, by the way, for the people that say he can.
That's crazy.
He can't even get a game.
Weston McKennie is
he's not up to the task. Every time they played him, he got bullied. He didn't play well. For some reason, he can't hack it in the league. And Juventus fans are like, how did we get this guy?
Doesn't Motta love midfielders that can run?
He can, no. He has a lot of technical, he has a young kid, a technical midfielder, a young kid that plays.
He played Weston McKennie, bro. Come on, man. Let's be serious as well.
But Weston McKennie is not a midfielder. He runs around like a maniac, like a Trossard. Like a Szoboszlai.
I do agree with Mo.
Why did you bring up Szoboszlai?
But I do agree with Mo about the Douglas Luiz thing. Like, I'm surprised he can't hack the physicality of like Serie A when he
physically, he's not up to the task. It's crazy actually to think about.
Bullied.
It's
crazy.
It's not. Wingers better than Saka. Vinny, Rodrigo, Yamal, Salah, Nico Williams. Saka will be worst class when he will be world class when he starts winning trophies. Simple.
1 second. First of all, Nico Williams, Rodrigo are not better than Saka.
Rodrigo is better.
Yamal, you can make an argument.
He's better. What are you talking about?
We're never making that good. We're never making that good.
Can we get Egal to say his opinion, guys? We get Egal to say his opinion.
Go on.
It's the first time Egal should.
On that list, Saka's closer to Vinny and Salah than any other player on that list. Maybe Yamal.
He's closer to Vinny. Are you on Spice? You on spies?
Just allow it. Just allow it. Just allow it.
Hold on,
Bro,
hold
I
on.
want to leave. I want to go.
Wait, hold on,
Allow
hold on,
it.
hold on. Wait, hold on, because I got laughed at, yeah. But when Egal says things like everyone's crickets, by the way, he's just said that he's
No,
closer
No,
to
because
Yamal.
statistically,
See,
he's right there.
you absolutely
he's
take.
actually
Egal,
killing me.
sorry. Ahmed, don't do this, Ahmed.
What?
You're better than this. Don't take, astaghfirullah, don't take half the sentence. Don't take half the ayah.
I didn't do anything.
He literally said Saka is closer than Nick Williams and Rodrigo to Salah and Vinny. So don't take half the sentence, Ahmed. That's what
Other
I
way
said.
around.
just said
Other
he's
way
closer to
around.
Vinny.
Mo,
Other way around, but
Yeah, he said he's closer to Vinny. Did you not hear?
Yes, he said he's closer to Salah and Vinny than Nico Williams and
How's he
Rodrigo.
closer
That's
to
what I
Vinny?
said.
He's nowhere near Vinny. No, he's
Did we
like-
play some good team or not yet? That's what we're
No.
going to talk to Egal
Not
about.
yet.
they've
Not
all been shit.
Mokis,
They've
then,
all
by
been
the way,
shit.
winning versus City and Real Madrid, clean sheet in a couple of days is
Oh,
mental.
my
So
God.
many
Yeah,
people
it is.
taking that for granted. It's amazing week, amazing. You never walk alone. Mookie,
All right, man.
We'll
We
talk
get
about
it. We get it. Congratulations.
Amazing
We get it.
performance.
We get it,
You
buddy.
gotta
We
give
get it,
him
buddy.
Ahmed,
Do one medal.
Ahmed,
oh, go
Do one
then.
medal.
Why are you
Do one medal.
fucking hating?
Calm
Why
Do one
are you
medal.
hating?
calm down.
You know what I mean?
Why
Like,
are you
man. We
hating?
get it, man. No, I'm just saying we get it, man. Just,
You get what?
Listen,
I don't
listen,
understand. You get what?
Not
We-
Ahmed. Everyone doesn't play Norwegian plumbers on Thursdays. All right, so just
Listen,
calm down.
you need to play with your promise, man. You know what I mean? They might give you a
Who did you play
better
this Thursday, bro?
we actually
Go
beat Heidenheim. It's actually no, Heidenheim's actually
Okay,
pretty
nah.
good.
Heidenheim is
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Heidenheim, guys, is
Yeah.
15th in the
There we
Bundesliga.
go.
Well done for you,
Don't
bro.
worry, man. Don't worry, man. See, come on, man. Elite football, man, right there.
Mike, stop with that. Let Ahmed be happy.
I propped him up. I said he was right. What do you mean?
Yeah, man. They need to bring Portugal to Manchester, man.
Okay.
Not
Mike
not
ain't
the-
Liverpool
That
fan.
guy is saying, I thought Villa was going to be a very tough game, but man, I did not expect Chelsea to bully Villa. Youngest team in the Premier League. The future is right up the Chelsea.
Up the Chelsea, man. Up the
So does
Chelsea.
that mean that
Literally-
narrative is that narrative gone now that Palmer doesn't turn up in big games? Because I know they were talking nonsense about that. So can we admit now that Palmer is arguably the best attacker in the Prem?
Not the
I wouldn't
big
consider.
Are you
I
forgetting Mo
wouldn't.
Salah?
I wouldn't consider Villa.
Hold on. Okay, hold
a
on.
big game right
Okay,
now.
okay. It's a you don't think by any case that Palmer in the season at least is better than Mohamed Salah?
No chance.
No way.
No chance you think that.
No
Well, why
chance.
not?
Okay, can I ask you something?
Salah,
Do you think Cole
Salah
Palmer?
is by
Do
far
you
the
think
best
Cole
attacker.
Palmer this season has been better than Bukayo Saka?
Yes, 100%. Light years
No,
ahead.
he hasn't.
Like
Ahmed,
this.
Ahmed, do you think that Cole Palmer has been better than Bukayo Saka, or it's at least a conversation?
Well, right
you
now.
can have a conversation.
It's not
Okay,
a
can
conversation.
I think right now it's competitive. I would say it's very competitive.
Exactly. I would argue
Yeah.
it's a.
Not
I would have a
at all.
conversation.
It's
1
very
week,
No, no,
this
no,
guy
I do
plays
think
good
there's a
1
clear
week.
number one. I do
Right.
think there's a clear A. There's an A category.
I
and
don't
there's a
think
B
there's a
category.
clear
And at
I
this
would've said
moment in
it's a clear
time,
A because-
Erling Haaland and Mo Salah were supposed to be in the A category. Erling Haaland has dropped down to C, and I think Mo Salah,
Bro, he's still top
Saka.
goal scorer.
Bro,
Mo
where's
Salah
top
and
goal
Yeah,
Saka.
scorer?
hold on. But Ram, we're gonna talk about City. I always judge players when your teams need you, not when the team
Oh,
is
you
playing
mean
well,
recent form.
Ram.
Do you mean based on form?
By
I'm
the
assuming?
way, you have to put that into perspective. Are you good because the rest are good, or are you good when the team needs you the most? When the
Fair enough.
chips are down,
Fair enough.
Let me
then.
ask
I
you
get
guys
what you
you
this.
mean.
have to judge the
Simple
players
question.
like this.
Simple question. Right now, attackers in the league: Mo Salah, Erling Haaland, Saka, Cole Palmer, and who would you say the fifth one is?
Jackson.
Bro,
right
Jackson's
now.
been better than
Jackson,
Saka.
Gakpo.
I would say Gakpo and
I would-
Jackson.
No,
I
no,
would-
no.
I
Recency
would-
bias. Gakpo
I
has
would
not
put-
started the season
Absolutely
well.
I would
guys.
put
Jackson.
the-
I would actually say Jackson
One
this
second.
season.
no.
One second.
I would-
Gakpo's
I
not-
The last
It's not
person-
fucking Gakpo.
One second. The
It's
fifth.
not Gakpo. I
fifth
give it to
Chris
person-
Wood.
Jackson.
Chris Wood.
The
Chris
fifth
Wood or
person is
Jackson?
Chris Wood.
Yeah, I would
The
do
fifth
Chris
person is
Wood.
Chris Wood.
I'll do Chris
So-
Wood, yeah.
So with
But I
those
think
five,
we have-
with those five, if I were to rank them, Mo Salah is the best attacker out of everyone this season.
Here is my ranking. My ranking is Mohamed Salah, Saka or Palmer. Have your pick, whatever you
2 or
want.
3. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, have your pick, whatever. Let's same as Arsenal at Chelsea at the current moment. I would do the number for maybe Nicholas Jackson, and I would do
Yes.
Chris Wood, and then
I
I would
agree.
do Erling Haaland. And that's not an agenda. Erling Haaland started the season on fire, and he was saving Man City every week, by the way.
Look at Vator's
Brentford.
head
No, but the reality
End of
is,
the era, Vator, man. End
I
of
am
the
not
era.
gonna change my. I'm not gonna change my narrative. Erling Haaland, the beginning of the season, was performing when City were not great. He was saving them in games. He was amazing. He was getting one chance, one goal. But now, no. Saka lives rent-free in Fellaini's wannabe head.
Hey,
Not really, because you guys are.
Ahmed, can I ask you a question? Look, guys, I've got a good question.
Can we move
Ahmed,
on
yeah?
now? Are we
No,
gonna
no,
talk
this is my
about
final
it?
question.
Fucking
Final
an
question.
hour.
The guy says he
Listen,
wants to
listen,
leave the
I'm
hood.
so sorry, guys.
He
So
wants to
sorry,
leave the
guys.
hood.
Final
But still wants
question.
to go back.
Wallah, it's flown by an hour
This
flown
is-
by, wallah.
This is
Let's
good.
go on.
This will be the final question. Then we can enjoy, the Vator cooking. Yeah, I'm
Yes,
just
we
gonna
needed it.
listen. I'm just gonna say, if Saka gets a hat trick, or even hits a brace or like a goal assist against the, what are you gonna say about the player?
Bro, that's a hypothetical. That's not going to happen.
That's the next week's show. That's
Ahmed,
the next week's show.
Ahmed, all I'm gonna tell you, Ahmed, all I'm gonna tell you,
I'm just saying,
So,
let's go.
guys, can we move on now?
Yes.
The reality is, okay, now, guys, an hour in, Liverpool and Man City. What is
God.
Vator?
Why
Why
the
the City fight versus the best team in the Europe? Bro, I don't know what that means.
This guy is doing articles, man. What?
We ain't doing this, Vader. We ain't gaslighting today.
Yeah,
we are
ain't
not
doing that,
gaslighting
man.
today.
You want to speak facts
Tomorrow,
there.
tomorrow is gaslighting. Today is not gaslighting.
Guys,
Mm.
can we get
Don't
500
go
likes? There is 1,000 people here. All the guys' channels are in the description as well. I hope that Vator is getting subscribers by the minute. Please, guys, if you haven't, Vator's
He's
Vator's
definitely
channel
getting
is in the
subscribers,
description.
bro. I see this video.
We
the other day,
need
he had 50
subscribers to
people.
Vator. Now, Mike Das, Sam went on the football terrace and said they're not favorites. He's the leopard in the tree. All this
Hey, leopard in the tree.
He's
I
starting a
cannot- I'm not going to speak for HUSAM. But what his
yeah,
voice
I
is
don't
his
want to
voice.
speak for Sam. Sam is his own guy.
If he wants to say that we are not favorites, and if he wants to use the preseason expectations to still evaluate the club 13 games into a season, I'm not going to disrespect that. It's December 1st. It's the first day of December. All right, Christmas commercials just started. I'm not going to think about May. And if he doesn't want to think about May, that's fine. Personally, I think that right now, based on the lead that we've cultivated and the players that we have, barring any sort of, instance, I don't really consider injury crises to be in a title race, because if that happens, that's unpredictable. And that's life. Players get hurt. So if that happens, whatever. But based on what we've seen right now, of course, we are the favorites. We've only conceded 8 goals. We have won 18 out of 20 games throughout the entire season so far. We're the top of Europe. We just beat Manchester City at home 2-0, and it really should have been 8-0. We had a little bit of a blip against Southampton, but that's after an international break. And same thing with Nottingham Forest. And honestly, at the time, Forest were the second best defense in the league, and they played it back 6 against us. And against Arsenal away, yeah, we were 100% poor, but we ended up with a draw. And a draw at the Emirates to the team that finished last season, whatever. Like, that's a point that I gained, and I can still pick up the 3 points to you guys at the end of the season. And honestly, it's 1 out of 38 games. So I'm going to look at it with a grain of salt. So if you want to say that we're not favorites, that's your prerogative. I think it's too early to be talking about favorites or title races. But me, I think that we're going to win the league.
Yeah. Liverpool today cooked Manchester City. Listen, do you guys think it was a dismantled job, or do you think it's just a win?
I think-
First half was dismantling. Second half, they kind of got back into it.
But hold on, because this is what Arne Slot does. Because in the first half, City's press was completely ineffective, and it didn't even look like that they wanted to attack, and we were all over them, and it really should have been 3-0, right? Virgil hits the post, Trent hits the post, Virgil missed the header directly in front of goal. Second half comes, City come out, like, we seem to take the foot off the gas a little bit, but all of their possession meant nothing, because they kept getting the ball to Nunes, and Nunes kept dribbling it to nowhere. And then what does Pep do?
What
Okay,
possession?
Doku.
They had
Do-
85 passes.
What? That's fine. Doku comes on, does the same thing as Mateus Nunes. They didn't create any opportunities. They had one shot in the first half, and it was off target. And to be honest with you, it was a scuff. Outside of that, they had a flurry of shots that all got blocked. I don't count those as scoring opportunities. You had Kevin De Bruyne when we were up 2-0 as the only real chance where I felt like, oh my God, this could be a goal.
So the Rico
And it
Lewis
wasn't.
chance, you didn't rate the Rico
No.
Lewis chance.
No.
First off, it was a Travella that he scuffed.
Sam is like,
And
nah.
Rico
No,
and
how he picked it? Okay, guys, hold on. He was in a very dangerous position. He scuffed the shot, but that is a threatening position to be in. So to
Okay,
kind of
sure.
dismiss and
I
say there
will
was no threat,
fine,
Not even that.
Vader. I will concede. You had one opportunity in 48 minutes of play in the first half. I'll give it to you. That was
Okay,
one
all right,
chance.
good.
In the second half, The only real clear goal scoring opportunity where I felt threatened was Kevin De Bruyne. That's it, right? Kevin De Bruyne, which I'm amazed that he didn't slot that home. Kelleher kind of got a little bit lucky. It hits his shin and his hand is there. But, sometimes you need that. Van Dijk should not be having a bozo moment like that and get dispossessed by Kevin De Bruyne. But you didn't score. And ultimately, it should have been 5 or 6-0 at that point in the game. I just thought that the way that City tried to break us down was insane. Like, I think that we were really good, but I also think you guys were really poor. You just, your game plan was so simple. Get the ball to Doku, beat Kwanzaa or Trent, and get the ball inside. And it never, ever, ever worked. The only time it worked is when it would be ping pong ball, and then you got shots off, but they all got blocked because we have been an excellent defensive unit. The biggest thing that City's missing right now is the central creator. And even when De Bruyne came on, he didn't really provide that. Foden was a ghost for most parts of this game. Erling Haaland could never get involved. Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, anyone can shit on them. They went almost 1,000 minutes without conceding a single goal in the Premier League 5 years ago. So, I mean, they're not nobodies. Jarell Kwanzaa came on, did a job. If you can't create from the center of the pitch, you're going to have a really hard time. And right now, at least today, all you tried to do was wing play. And that's not going to work against this Liverpool team because no one has been able to break us down that way.
I'm going to have to go, but I'm just going to say, Mo, I have so many agendas and topics that I need to discuss.
But I wanted you to finish the topics.
This is what I'm going to say. I'm going to quickly breeze past them, and please don't interrupt me, guys. First things first, Phil Foden, irrelevant at this point. Man City need him. He doesn't step up. He doesn't show up. He doesn't do nothing. Erling Haaland, no service, and he's still a great finisher, but he's not really getting the service. Pep Guardiola, he's overthinking it. He's making mistakes. Why change the goalkeeper? And then the goalkeeper you bring in gives away a penalty and ends the game right there. Also, Kevin De Bruyne not coming on until after they've conceded 2 goals. What was Pep thinking? Why is Kevin De Bruyne on the bench? Is he not fit? Is he not ready? If he's good enough to come on the pitch to try to make a difference when you're 2-0 down, you should have had him on the pitch earlier. He's more quality than all those other guys. Bernardo Silva, what is going on with Bernardo Silva? He's supposed to be considered world-class, but he only pops up for a goal maybe every 2 months. And we still consider him world-class because he won multiple leagues for Man City. Kyle Walker is just finished. We don't need to. He could be one of the best right backs in Premier League history, but right now he is not one of the best right backs in Manchester, let alone in the Premier League. And then, if I'm going to end off by saying any positives, it's going to be about Liverpool. Liverpool were amazing. Liverpool in the first half made Man City look inferior, and they looked scared. They looked like they didn't know what they were doing. And at this moment in time, Liverpool are the favorites to win the Premier League. I'm hopeful that I'm hopeful that Arsenal can catch up because nobody's perfect. There's going to be a blip. It's just how are Liverpool going to deal with that blip? We're gonna.
But you have to be perfect. But at this moment in time, even if we blip, you have to be perfect.
Yeah. But at this moment in time, if you know, we have a favorable schedule in December. I don't know what your schedule is like in December. Hopefully, Liverpool can at least.
Egal, don't lie, bro. You know what the picture's like.
Because right now a 9-point gap.
It isn't that bad.
A 9-point gap, if there's 10 games remaining, is unfeasible. A 9-point gap, if there's 15 games remaining, is almost impossible also. But with 25 games still remaining, I am very confident that there will be enough time to bridge that gap.
You're convinced now that Liverpool are the best? They played everyone that you think they can play.
I'm not convinced that Liverpool are the best. I'm saying they are currently the best. They could still drop in form. They could
Why? Why? What makes you think they can drop in form?
Because they have not had a blip yet. They've looked amazing. You got to give them credit. They're currently playing the best, but they are not invincible.
Why are you assuming that? I know they have to go. Why do you assume that they have to have a blip?
Everyone's going to drop points. Everyone's going to drop points.
Yes. But a blip is different than dropping points. Like, for example, they can draw Newcastle next week. They can draw Everton. Right? That's not a blip. A blip is what Man City is going through. A blip is what you did.
No. What Man City are going through is a collapse.
What about you? Well, you're 9 points behind Liverpool.
When we lose 3 games on a bounce,
you're 9 points behind Liverpool now. You're 9 points behind Liverpool.
Mo, for example, when we drop points in 3 games on the bounce, that's a blip. A collapse.
But you think Liverpool will have a blip? I always ask this question. I asked Souls yesterday. Why do you think they're gonna have a blip? What
Okay,
evidence do you have?
This is why. This is why. If
Yeah.
if I were to predict anything, take injuries aside.
They already have
stays-
injuries. They already have injuries.
Everyone,
That's aside.
forget about injuries. Everybody stays fit. If Liverpool, from now to the end of the season, go and blitz the league and win all their games, I don't think that's feasible. That's number one. Number two, there's going to
Why?
be a moment where they face adversity, where they're going to have people slightly
We
figuring
faced
out how they play with more of a sample size. And they do have a new
They
manager.
played 13 games. They played Real Madrid, Bayern Leverkusen. They played like they
I
played.
get that, but they've
We
also
were down.
played
We were down
games at
2-1
home.
to Southampton. We were down 2-1 to Southampton away.
Yeah. When you face tougher opposition away
What?
from home,
There are
There
no tougher
it
oppositions
is.
to
We
face.
haven't played anybody yet.
Right now, I think you have played some tough opposition and you made it look easy. But there is going to be a time where where Mo Salah won't be able to save you, and we're gonna have the rest of the guys step up. They have done it to a certain degree right now, but I don't know if they can do it for the sustaining of the rest of the season. It's a long season. Right now, you look really good. A lot of teams in Premier League history have started off this way and gone on to win the league. So you are favorites. I'm giving you the credit you deserve. I'm just simply saying. I'm just simply saying 25 games is a long time for a team to drop points. And Arsenal, we have gone 18 out of 17 games where we've won games.
And so
we're capable of doing those runs.
Why are you guys challenging Egal so much on this?
I'm not a challenger.
No, I'm not. I am just. I'm not challenging
Egal. The context of what I believe.
I'm not challenging Egal. Everyone believes what they want to believe, but when you believe something, you have to have a reason for it.
Am I not giving you a logical reason?
Yeah.
People are going to drop points. Arsenal have shown that they can go 17 out of 18. And if Liverpool do slip up, we have to control our own destiny by winning games. The question is not, will Liverpool drop points? They will drop points. The question is, can Arsenal continue to win their games? And that's where we need to show that we're capable of going on a run. Okay?
You also have to come to us.
Anyway, I know
I understand that, but you also have to go to Man City. You also have to go to Chelsea. You also have to go to Newcastle, Everton. You have
but those hold on. Chelsea is the fourth. Chelsea is the fourth to last game of the season. Like this league could be wrapped up
of away games that we have already played. We've played Tottenham away. We've played Aston Villa away. We've played Chelsea away.
We've only dropped points in one game away from home through 20 games.
Guess what? And who was that? Arsenal.
Big
six side.
And we should have
my
won.
point. You're proving my point.
And
when you play these tougher teams away from home, you have more susceptibility to drop points rather than playing the Ipswiches, rather than playing the Wolves, rather than playing the Crystal Palace.
Everything he's saying has context. I agree with this. It is possible. But you also have to flip the coin because
I don't think it's valid.
No, but I am not trying to belittle what you guys have done. I'm just simply saying playing those teams is tougher.
Yes, but everything that you just said, you now have to flip the coin and say, okay, Liverpool can drop points, but I'm still 9 points behind, and I have to be perfect. If I drop points away to Arsenal, I 100%, I agree with you. But just to be clear, if you dropped points to Arsenal and we beat Newcastle, boom, all of a sudden.
1 second, do you not acknowledge you've had a favorable schedule in the Premier League? Hence, second half of the season, you're going to have a little bit more difficult schedule because you're going to have more away games, where Arsenal have had a tougher schedule, had a lot of hard games to start the season, and second half of the season, we're going to have a relatively easier schedule. So it could be a situation where you watch North American sports, right? The fixtures can swing in sports. And this is a situation where
the teams that you drop points against are the teams that you're not meant to drop points against.
1 second. You haven't dropped points against the teams you're not supposed to drop points against. I get that. We've only dropped points in one game against teams we're supposed to drop points against. Against the top 10, you've played 4 or 5 games against the top 10. You've dropped points in 2 of them. Where Arsenal, against the top 10, that's where we drop majority of our points. Versus Man City, versus Liverpool, versus Chelsea. These teams are teams everyone is going to drop points against. Liverpool, whether you like it or not, Liverpool right now are on a fantastic run, but it's not sustainable to say you're going to win 10 out of your next 12.
Who's he talking about?
People said that 5 years ago
when we had this.
We ended up winning. Was Fixtures to win the league.
Do you believe you're good? No, bro. I believe
I
my
think it's
team also has
possible.
to be perfect.
I think it's possible.
One
Yes.
second. I started off by stating what my team has to do. Then you asked me, why do I believe Liverpool? I'm giving you the context. You still don't want to hear it.
No. I know you have to go. Can I ask you a question again before you go? No context. I'm gonna name the games to you, and then you tell me which games you think there is a possibility, or you think there's a big possibility that they drop points. Newcastle away.
I don't think they beat Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle don't.
You know the last time Newcastle got a draw at
I
their
don't
home
think
from
Newcastle
Liverpool.
can beat Liverpool. That's what I mean.
Okay, Everton away.
Everton's a derby. It's the last derby at Goodison Park. They are going to do something.
So you think Liverpool will drop points there?
It's
Most
the last
likely.
game at Goodison Park.
Okay,
It's a derby.
it's a possibility. What about Fulham at home?
Fulham are one of the best teams right now. But
Southampton away?
But at home, Liverpool always win.
Okay, Southampton away.
Southampton's an easy game.
No. Southampton is in the cup.
Southampton's
Spurs away.
an easy game.
Spurs away.
Spurs, nothing. Anything can happen. Spurs are Robin Hood. They take from the rich, give to the poor.
So you must win the league title then, yeah? You must win the league title. No excuses this season.
Ahmed, you must win a trophy because
don't deflect. Don't deflect. No excuses.
You said you always come out with a trophy.
No, 100%. Don't be surprised if we win.
Okay, so why you are trying to trigger me? Simply put, I'm not going to get involved with you with your BS today.
Don't trigger me. I'm not going to.
You have said so many things that are irrelevant. We play you on Wednesday, Ahmed. We play you on Wednesday, in the most respectful way possible. You tell me right now what you think is going to happen.
He
thinks it's a draw. He literally said it's a draw. He literally said it's a draw.
You're not coming to our house and leaving with anything. I'll tell you that.
What's your house, by the way? What's your house? Trophy's house.
And if we drop points,
guys,
if we drop points to Manchester United, I don't believe we're going to go on to win the league because we should not be dropping points.
See you, Egal. See you, Habibi. Thank you so much.
man.
Why is Egal stressed, man? See what I mean with Arsenal? Why is he stressed?
Anyway,
because you make him stressed.
Because you make guys, there is 1,100
guys. Diallo's better than Saka. That's why.
Guys, there is 1,100 people here. Vator, where are you going? There is a super chat that to you.
He's probably got it.
He's running.
You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke today.
Anyway, Vator is coming back. Vator is coming back. Tom is saying Kyle Walker is absolutely finished, no doubt.
Big facts.
By the way, Tom, let me tell you something, Tom. A lot of City fans are trying to scapegoat Kyle Walker, and they aren't talking about the rest of them, which is
Ruben
absolutely
Diaz.
Fraudulent.
100%.
Goal. Look at that second penalty.
Yeah. Darwin Nunes bullied the penalty. Darwin Nunes bullied him, bro. Darwin Nunes.
Whoa. Don't even look at that. I want you to go back, and I want you to look at the shot that Mo disgracefully missed, because he needs to be called out for that miss. That was pathetic.
Is that Akanji? Who lost the ball?
No.
That was Bernardo Silva passing the ball back. It was Bernardo Silva.
It was Bernardo Silva, and then obviously, honestly, it reminded me of the 2017-2018 goal for Sadio Mane. It was like the same thing. It was a back pass. He cuts it off. He goes up. But I mean, how does Bernardo Silva play a lazy pass while being pressed by three people? That is just like it's the tiny errors. It's like the fundamental mistakes. It's not even the system. Like, I don't really even blame Pep that much. The players are making fundamental errors. Yes, Pep's to blame for kicking the ball to the wing all game, but a back pass like that being so terrible, the Luis Diaz being able to bully his way all the way up, and then for Ortega to dive like that, like such a fool, so stupid.
Yeah, let me. Palmer broke Premier League history, 4 goals and a half, better than Saka this season. Yeah, but he did 1 goal at 4 goals and a half, but Saka was involved in more games then, if you say that, Amaritania. So Saka affected more games. That's the logic then.
Yeah.
It's about how many games you affect. In short, it's not Arsenal to win, but Liverpool's to lose. Does anybody agree with this?
I think that's fair.
Yeah, Arsenal has the most pressure, by the way, in order to win the league title. 100%, they've got the most pressure. But
no, honestly, I think at this point, I think if you're a Liverpool Football Club, you're probably like, we've got the we've got a good enough gap. Now it's just really as a
the gauntlet is done.
Yeah, exactly. Over. Essentially, now it's just about winning my games, go 1 game at a time.
The gauntlet's already been passed.
We do not have a stretch of games where I'm looking at playing, top 6 sides 5 straight weeks, like Newcastle to Everton to Fulham to Tottenham, to Leicester, to West Ham, to Man United at home.
You know what I
Like-
would say to you, Dazia? I would say it's not about making sure the fixture list doesn't wear you down. If that makes sense, where you're
Well,
that's what I would say.
In a way, yes, but
Mhm.
the way that I've seen Arne Slot approach this league, the way that he talks at press conferences, like the whole behind the scenes footage that you will see from him, it's very much a week by week thing. Like I don't think that any of these players are thinking past Newcastle right now. It's
Exactly,
just
yes,
week by
Which
week,
is, wallahi,
churn them
you are-
out, churn them
Spot on.
out, churn them out, right? Because to be honest with you, again, let's just go through the hypotheticals. Newcastle have been shit. They lost to West Ham 2-0 at home. That
Yes.
garbage West Ham team, Lopetegui,
And
went
they
to
drew against Crystal
Newcastle
Palace.
and beat them. And Liverpool have an exceptional record at
Newcastle have an inferior
If we-
complex to us.
Yeah, if
And they
we-
have no ESEC too, guys. So
like,
you'd be happy.
okay, but if we beat them and Arsenal draw or somehow lose, which I'm hoping they do, Ahmed, please humble them. If they lose, that would be 12
Don't worry,
points. That would be 12 points behind, or 11 points behind. Even if we both win, that's still a 9, and that's one less game for Arsenal to pick up points on us. And to be honest with you, I see us losing 4 games this season. No, I could see us losing Etihad away, and maybe one bogey loss that comes here or there. But every single time, I feel like I'm seeing a pattern of last season. The team comes and we somehow turn it around. Like if this was last year and we had all of those chances against City in that first half, I would have said that the game probably would have been 0-0, and then City probably would have gotten a penalty, and then maybe we would have gotten out of there with a draw. But this year, we're just flipping the patterns on their head every single time. So I don't know.
God, I was just looking at the game today before Vator comes in, and I'm looking at Liverpool, and this guy on his slot is like bench Nunes, played Gakpo on the left, played Diaz in the front, benched Curtis Jones, and Liverpool still looked like the team on top from minute one. Looks like men versus kids. Are we doing this guy this service by not mentioning him? Is he the best manager in the league at the current moment? Is there
At this
anyone
moment,
better
yeah.
than him?
At this moment, he's the best manager in the world. I'm going to say that with facts, with chest. He's top of the Premier League. He's top of the Champions League. He's the only manager, I think, in the whole Champions League competition to win all 5 of his games. And he's gained a 10-point gap against Manchester City and a 9-point gap against Arsenal. Why is it unfeasible to think that he's the best manager, not the best manager in the world?
18 wins out of 20.
Well, in the
and-
world, yeah.
Do you know what I would say?
At this
He's
moment,
currently
at this very moment.
no. I won't even say at this moment. I would say currently, in terms of like, I know I don't like to use form for managers, but like in terms of what he's getting out of the manager, he's the best form manager in terms of getting the best out of his team.
Yeah.
And everything like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would probably say. Yeah, but
Going forward,
obviously,
at this very moment.
you know what I would
But
say to
he's
you?
not-
We wait until the end of the season. I'll say wait until the end of the season to then start
Maybe,
saying
that's
he's
a
the best.
reach. I'll be
Once
honest.
if he gets his EPL,
Why,
this
Ahmed?
season,
Why?
He's
in
not the
form.
best manager in the
What are you
world.
saying to me?
He has
No,
been
no.
performing
That
better
isn't-
manager.
At this-
Ahmed, he
that
has
isn't
been.
what we're saying.
At this very
Oh,
moment,
Ahmed.
on form.
this season.
Yes, on form right
Fellaini,
now.
why?
Yes.
Why, Fellaini?
Oh.
Why? Why he
In the
has
world.
been. Number one, have you ever thought that Gravenberch would be performing better than Caicedo or Declan Rice? Who? It's, I
Gravenberch was actually go on.
he was a very good player at Ajax, but he couldn't hack it at Bayern Munich. Last season, some Liverpool fans wanted to sell him right after one season. This guy comes in and he's playing. Listen, I'm not gonna say he's better than Caicedo, but both of them have been performing well. By the way, if I'm picking a DM tomorrow, I'm choosing Gravenberch over Caicedo. It's a conversation, but he has been performing amazing. To be honest with you, Ahmed, you have to admit,
I don't think
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
a
playing
better ball player.
conversation.
No, I think it's been.
And
very
by the way,
competitive.
he's
I
so
wouldn't say he's better than them
underrated.
this season.
He's so underrated also as well in his defensive attributes. People do watch Liverpool and think that Gravenberch does a lot of interceptions and tackles as well. By the way, McAllister isn't a defender in that midfield. And Gravenberch carries that midfield in terms of like the defensive actions. People don't understand this. And it's not about Caicedo or Gravenberch. Both are playing very, very well. Watch Caicedo today as right back inverting. The reality is Arne Slot, Ahmed Sabozlai is rubbish.
He
has
was
been
fantastic
rubbish.
today. He was
He's
fantastic.
using him to his best abilities. He's not asking him to do wonders. That's a sign of a good manager. He's using him
No one
today.
said he's not a good manager, though. I never said he's not a good manager.
Who's
said,
better than him in the league? Maybe the Brighton manager, you think?
No, because he said in the world, though.
Okay, who's better than him in the world? Hansi Flick?
Yeah.
He has
Just
been
drawn-
on
he's-
you know, he
he's-
has been on the down.
He's had just 3 games in a row.
He's had back-to-back losses recently. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
But hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, hold on. I think
Why are people so triggered in the chat?
No one's
Who has
triggered.
been better, Caicedo or Gravenberch?
Caicedo.
well, hold on.
How? Why is
Wait.
it Ahmed? Why is it
You have
Caicedo?
It
I
isn't.
would
It
say
isn't
so.
that simple. It isn't that simple. Like
One of them plays a lone DM. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead, Mike. I'm just
But
gonna present the
listen.
facts before you go in. One of them playing a lone DM. One of them plays next to a midfielder that doesn't defend, and another guy that is not as good in Sabozlai. Yes, one of them plays ahead of the two very, very good defenders.
yes,
But I think
yes. But for me, in defensive positions, you have to look at the way that the whole team plays. Caicedo has to do more because of the way that Chelsea play, and because he has to do more, he looks better because he's performing actions. Whereas the way that we play, we defend in a unit. We don't get countered. Okay, if you get an odd man rush on us, we have men back. So regardless of how good Ryan Gravenberch has been, we never have to rely on him by himself doing the job. Whereas Chelsea have to rely on Caicedo by himself to do the job. That's more difficult. And him doing that exceptionally, I'm not going to argue against you if you think that he's the best. But for what Liverpool do, I could say the same thing going forward. Like, yes, we defend in a unit, but then Gravenberch is the guy to take 3 strides because he has the world's longest legs and the ball is in the other half, right? So you have to look at the way that the teams play, and because of the way that it would be like comparing Darwin Núñez to Nicholas Jackson. I think both of them have completely different jobs, and I think both of them have completely different outputs. And I think that Nicholas Jackson has been fantastic for Chelsea, and I think Darwin has been fantastic for Liverpool. And if you think that's crazy, whatever.
But from what Mo's saying, as an Inter fan, of what if he had a choice of between either Gravenberch or Caicedo, seeing what he saw from both players, the qualities that they both possess, he would pick Gravenberch.
No, to be honest with you, if you're asking me tomorrow to take someone, I would take Caicedo because of the bigger sample rate. Caicedo, number one, he has been great at Brighton as a DM. He played last season.
This season, I meant.
Okay, if you're asking me to choose one of them this season, I think Gravenberch offers more.
I think for me,
I think
Caicedo offers more. But the problem is at Chelsea, the other stuff that he can do, he doesn't need to do at Chelsea. We just ask him.
Yes, because you have more.
Exactly. That's the difference. Because if we ask Caicedo to show that stuff and show his extra tools in the cabinet, then I think you would have shown it by now. But the problem is, we don't need you to do that, Caicedo. Hang back, relax, do that job for us. And there's even been times where Caicedo has shown that to us. Let's look at your game against
That's why Caicedo's tackles are double. By the way, the number of tackles is double what Gravenberch does, right? However, Gravenberch carries. Gravenberch intercepts more because I think he's more athletic than Caicedo, to be honest.
Gravenberch had a very good tactical foul on Phil Foden when we were trying to catch you guys on the break, but apparently Phil Foden didn't show up today.
It was Gundogan. Yes.
No, it was Phil Foden.
It was on
He's
Foden.
going on about that pass Foden made and Gravenberch fouled him.
No,
Are
he
you
had the
really
pass,
going
but
to do that?
Foden was also trying to carry the ball. Foden also tried to carry the ball, and Gravenberch took him down.
You wanna go to City then?
What you want to see? You see what you want to see.
We can go to City. In short, okay, no, there's one for Vator. What is it? Yes, Blaze is saying Vator. We missed those cool intros for prior streams.
He can't do that anymore, man. He ain't got no juice.
Cool intros.
He's pressed.
You know what? I've been getting feedback that people don't want me to do the intros. They're like, Vator, why are you doing the intros after?
We like them. I like the intros. I like the intros.
They're saying I can't do cool intros when I'm losing. That's what they tell me.
Tom is saying I'm an amputee and I think I can do Gundogan for pace. Gundogan is too slow.
Damn.
I told Mo, I said this at the start of the season, bro. Never go back to your ex.
Here we go.
Never go back to your ex.
Yeah, City's downfall is,
talk about Doku or Ahmad. Doku or Ahmad?
Ahmad's better than Doku, bro. Doku's a scrub.
You know,
Ahmed, Diallo
can I-
is a 2024 Ryan Babel. Much love, you never walk alone.
Like I
You know
said,
what
keep
the issue
comments,
is?
by the
You
way.
know,
Keep
you
the
know what the
comment,
issue
yeah?
is?
Keep
You
comment,
know,
because
you know what it is? Yeah, I hate this Doku take, man, because I watched a lot of Doku when he was in League.
Speak
I
on it, my
just
blue
think,
brother. Speak
yeah,
on it.
I think, yeah, Pep has let that guy down. That's just my take personally. You know what I mean? He's
Pep
not
has
allowed that
let
guy
him
to
down.
play. Yes, I don't think he's allowed that. He's not giving him the right
You know
tools
what?
to help him develop. That's my take on Doku.
You didn't like what you saw from Doku today?
I like what you saw from today, but I'm just saying though, I don't feel like he's been developed at City because of he still reminds me of the same guy I was watching at Rennes. That's what I would say to you.
I think
Okay,
Doku got into dangerous positions, but it was the same exact thing as last season. He got into dangerous positions over and over and over. But
No.
We're
Do you
not
know what? Do you know what?
Okay.
Do you know what it
No,
is?
hold
Though?
on.
Before you go, Vator, I'm just gonna add a little bit of spice before you go. That was the same thing he used to do at Rennes. He would get into dangerous positions, dribble past his man, but then the same thing would happen where there's no end product.
Okay, hold on. Okay, this is why I want to cut you off because this point is so ridiculous. If Doku, and I get it, Mike, Ram, they got to protect their boy. If Doku comes on and he's cooking Trent, he's getting past Trent, and it's then being covered up. He's not being able to do the final product because you have a world-class Van Dijk stepping in the way of a pass or clearing it. What am I supposed to say? Doku's crap. Am I supposed to say Doku wasn't effective? Doku did what he's supposed to do. He got past the first guy. He got past who many of you say is world-class. So when he's doing that, I'm not going to then look at Doku and being like, Doku's garbage.
It was Trent's first game back after. It was Trent's first game back
that's
after
what I'm
an
saying.
injury.
Protect your boy. And my guy, Doku, is just first time back as well. He's been injured. So when I look at this player and he's being that effective against Trent Alexander-Arnold, no, I'm not going to say Doku's garbage. Hell no. Why would I do that? That doesn't even make sense when we look at the two players compared to each other.
What has he actually done though?
What's he good at?
What has he actually done though? He got past your world-class right back.
And what after that? What happened after that?
A world-class center back in Van Dijk made it impossible for him to get
the result. You know what is
Joe Gomez plays on his side.
Yeah, but
so Van Dijk is still coming over to the side. Let's not do that just because
you're doing excuses, my guy Doku. Listen, I'm a Doku fan.
It's not excuses. It's looking at the game. When we break this down, no, because you guys are making it way too simple that Doku wasn't good. It's not. Listen, if he's getting past, I'm gonna say it a third time. If he's getting past a world-class Trent, how am I then going to say that Doku's not good?
Get some end product.
That isn't.
But then this is what
I wasn't saying that he was bad. I wasn't saying that he was bad.
I was saying, not just you, Mike. No, listen. Not just you. The criticism of Doku, especially with regards to this game.
He did his job. He did his job. Pep told him, "We're going to get you the ball, and you're gonna get to space." Fine, he did his job. I mean, I'm also not going to rely on him since he's never consistently been the guy to provide assists. Exactly. So I'm not going to hold him to that class. I think he's a great dribbler. I think he finds space very well. So in that aspect, yes, I agree with you. But to me, again, I wouldn't even look at Doku. I would look at the team and say, why did we just choose to put all of our possession on that wing and do the same thing over and over and over for 30 minutes? Because to be honest with you, you were dominating possession for a good portion of that half.
Let's actually talk some football, all right?
Sure.
It wasn't a matter of only going over to the right side because obviously we did our attempts on the right hand side. Savinho wasn't having a good game. The balls to feed, his possession, his first touch, they were getting past him. So it wasn't like the approach was only to attack the right side of Liverpool because Núñez was over there at the beginning of the game and his touch wasn't very good either. We were trying to go centrally. That's why I brought up even Gravenberch having to do his tactical fouls and having to get in the way of when Foden was trying to make himself present in the game. Now, when it came down to, we now need to get a result. We now need to put the pressure on. Where's the weakest link? We were attacking the right side. That's why Doku was getting that joy. That's why Savinho coming on the pitch wasn't really seeing the ball because when he wasn't effective. Now, us overall, I said this, we're not in form. We're not the team in form. We're the team where we make mistakes in our end. You guys capitalize. You guys make mistakes on your end. We fluff it. KDB kicks it to Kelleher and he happens to save it. So it's a matter of two teams being in different form. Now, when I look at this game, and the reason why I got this title right here with regards to promise is because your goals, truthfully, were based off of our errors. It wasn't like you guys were breaking us down. It wasn't like you were passing through. Relax your face, Ram. Both goals were mistakes.
The first goal.
First goal was definitely not a mistake.
Okay, ready? Trent Alexander-Arnold pings an 80-yard ball to Mo Salah. Mo Salah gets it, cuts back, cooks a kanji, throws a cross-face goal cross, and Cody Gakpo is there at the back post. Why is Kyle Walker there? Because he's holding the offside line with the rest of the defenders. That's why he's there. Yes, you can cook him because he's being a fool, but he's there because the line is there. And if he drops, the line drops.
But why are we surprised though? City's defense is rubbish though. Like it's awful. Like City's
the second goal was purely your fault, and a lot of the chances were purely your fault. I will give you that.
Kyle Walker's been done for ages.
Oh, not the first half though, Mike. Mike at times we did cut them open left, right, and center.
100%.
That ball over the top to Mo Salah, yeah, every single time, bro, was cutting them. You know what I mean? The over the top one was a
that crossfield.
Yeah,
the penalty was a cataclysm of errors between letting Luis Diaz get the ball and then Ortega coming out and making the challenge, and then I don't know who was on the right of Luis Diaz. It looked like he kind of slowed up because Mo was in an offside position.
No.
It looked like Ake kind of slowed down because Mo was in offside position, and then Luis Diaz there takes the ball. Ortega. That I'll give you that. Even Mo Salah's missed chance, Bernardo Silva to Akanji getting dispossessed, that's your fault, right? But to call the first goal a City error to me is crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that the thing before Ahmed goes on, the first goal that Liverpool scored. The thing about that goal, you know that it's not an error when the ball is repeated 3, 4, 5 times. When the same exact play is repeated, you know it's a pattern. It's something that they picked on. The Arne Slot told his players, keep playing the ball in that area behind Ake, whoever is going to play, Gavardo or Ake, whoever. They know that they can isolate City on that side. By the way, Mohamed Salah created the clear-cut chance to Luis Diaz, who couldn't just stop it.
Why didn't Guardiola play today? Why
Guardiola is they say he's tired. He's tired. The reality is, to be honest with you, I don't think City are up to Liverpool's level at all. In terms of even individuals. We're talking about the individuals. City don't have a Van Dijk. I don't know what happened to Vator. He joined. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's turning on mobile.
Yeah. City today, the individuals, the likes of Diaz, the likes of Ake, they are not up to the level of Van Dijk. And also there is one more thing today. I don't know if people noticed what happened. You know, Inter, when they played City in the Champions League final, and even when we played City, we used to give the goal, our goalkeeper the ball and stand on it, asking for one of the City people to go press the goalkeeper. Now you have the player free. Arne Slot literally did that. Every time Kelleher got the ball, he stood on the ball, waiting for someone from City to press the goalkeeper. Now you have Gravenberch free. Now you have Szoboszlai is free. Trent is free. Or one of McAllister is free. And City didn't have an answer for that. They beat City in the same game. We'll give it to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper will stand on it. Pep Guardiola had no answer. And what helped is that Liverpool were 1-0 up. So City have to chase the game. If this was a 0-0, City would not have to go and press. And every time they pressed today, City, there was a man free. The Gravenberch, everyone. And that is tactical. That is a tactical masterclass. Because you know how to beat City by watching the tapes. Stand on the ball. Kelleher stood on the ball many times. Vator, why are you laughing? That happened against Inter, you remember? And he said we could impress Onana because he's good on the ball. He said the same about Jon Sommer. We could impress him because he can pass the ball between the lines.
Yeah, but the difference is in this game, it wasn't not wanting to press Kelleher because he's good on the ball. It's a matter of not having the physicality. We don't have the pace and power in the midfield to be able to keep the press the way we want to. If we have Gundogan advance too far up, he's getting ran by with any midfielder from Liverpool. So it was a matter of the personnel that we had versus Liverpool. So if you want to call it a tactical masterclass, okay, you can go that far. But based off of the personnel, based off of the tired legs that we have, it was the right advantage for Liverpool to execute. I agree. I agree that.
I mean, just to kind of second that point, City didn't have like depth on the bench that would have made an impact in the midfield. So if they ran themselves, completely tired in the first half, their legs would have been gone by the 70th minute. So, it makes sense that they would have to conserve energy in certain areas. And to be honest with you, the only effective substitution would have been Kevin De Bruyne. And we all saw how that played out. Like he had the one, brilliant opportunity, but it ends up, becoming nothing. And, they don't have the health in midfield or the form. So I don't think that they would have been able to.
Let me add to that as well. The reason why I was actually happy with the 1-0 at halftime was because it was still a close enough score where I was like, okay, if Pep goes to get a Doku on, if Pep goes to get a KDB on, if Pep even decides to bring on Grealish, I didn't expect the subs to be as late as they were, but I was like, the game's close enough where we could maybe get an impact and have one of these players deliver something. But again, my previous screen, I'm not in the studio anymore. I like the fight that I saw. I honestly did like the fight because the form that you guys are in, I thought we were going to get smashed. I really did. I thought.
But I think he should have gotten smashed. Did you like the quality though?
What do you mean the quality?
The quality of the execution of the players. Okay, you can like the fight, you can like the effort. Anyone can put in an effort, with all due respect. If I get Bolton to play Liverpool, they can put an effort. This is not City's quality. Did you watch the difference in quality?
Yeah, but Mo, this is why you guys all made up your face when I talked about errors, right? Because when I have Ruben Diaz messing around with the ball and not really clearing it and trying to give a pass back to Walker, when I have a Kanji maybe holding on to the ball a little too long in my take, and also I got Bernardo Silva not putting the right weight on a few. Again, it was happening in our end, and we weren't controlling the ball properly, and that really resulted in the best opportunities for Liverpool. Okay, you guys are going to nitpick and being like, okay, you guys scored your first goal, ball over top, but it wasn't.
We also forced errors, though. We also forced errors.
Maybe your players get exposed.
Again, you guys are forcing error where I would expect better ball control from those players. This is what I want to point out. So again, one team in form, one team not in form. If you guys were carving it, when I say carving it, ball to foot, your 1-2 passes, you're advancing through us, it'd be a different. If that was a constant approach by Liverpool, but honestly, you guys showed the physicality, the pace and power, and it was too much for us. At the end of this game, you guys ran us. This is why that press was so effective, because you were putting a shoulder on us. Some of our players were trying to win a foul and saying, "I'm getting knocked over." No call. You guys kept going, and so what I liked overall was the fact that I thought the form that you guys were in, it was going to be doomsday. It was going to be another. You see, Ahmed, he's going to be growing a lot more platinums if he were to play you guys more, because I was expecting a 7. I was expecting something like that. Ahmed's had to live through something like that. I was praying it wasn't going to happen to me. And the 2-0 at the end of the day, okay, that's
7-0.
Very good result for City. 2-0 was a very good result.
What did he say?
No, I was saying have to go to another 7-0 like you lot did.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I say fan talking.
But hold on. Rams, that was the Dutchman. That was not United. That was the Dutchman.
Okay, listen. First of all,
United still.
No, listen. United, yeah, still bigger than Liverpool, still bigger than Man City. Actually, Man City are finished anyway. Man City's down for
Champions League.
Man City's down for you. That doesn't mean anything, by the way. Man City's down for is beautiful to see. You know that it's actually beautiful. You know when I watch.
Can you explain? What do you mean downfall? You don't think they can come back from this?
They're not going to come back here because they're players. I can name you all the players that are done. They're not coming back. This is their cycle.
This is crazy, actually.
Kyle Walker. He's been stealing a living for just being a good athlete. That's it, by the way. He's lucky, yeah. He's lucky, yeah. He's lucky, yeah, that he's been blessed with pace, because that guy's defensive awareness, yeah, is shocking. And the only reason why he was able to recover back in the day is because he had pace, yeah. The minute he loses that, he's done. You've got Ruben Diaz, who has been privileged to be playing in this Pep system, because when you play him for a team that's mid-table and they concede stuff, Ruben Diaz is not a good centre back. Yeah, he's not that good. He's not even top 5 in the Premier League. You've got what's it called? You've got the midfield, Gundogan. When Gundogan was bought, they were all saying, "Oh my days, Gundogan is back. He's gonna cook. He's been awful." Bernardo Silva's been awful, by the way, as well. Grealish, 100 million you spent on him, done nothing. Erling Haaland, big games, you've done nothing. Doku and Savinho, wingers, done nothing. And Foden this season has done nothing. And KDB is getting injuries. He's in his mid-30s, and you can't rely on him. And he's not a big game player either. So can someone tell me how Pep is going to do a miracle here when he needs to play it, and he's got no Rodri as well? What's he going to do? Is he going to?
I'll tell you what he's going to do. I'll tell you what he's going to do, Ahmed. My manager committed to a 2-year contract extension to make sure that he doesn't leave us rotting. My manager is not going to leave us with tired old players not able to keep this run going. Like some other Manchester.
I've got a question.
Hello.
I've got a question.
Go on.
listen, Vator, yeah. You missed this question last time on the Egal channel, but I'm gonna ask it directly. Do you think Pep signing that 2-year extension, yeah, had the opposite effect, yeah, that I think you guys were expecting to happen? You know what I mean?
The opposite effect. Let me say
Yes.
this. First of all.
You know what I mean? Because you were expecting Pep signed a new contract, gonna create clarity, gonna allow your team to push forward,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
And then he did that video about it, Ahmed. He did that video about it.
Yes,
he did that video. He did that video when he said, "Oh, we need the losses." He thought he was cold with it just to lose.
And then, bro, since he signed the contract, bro, it's been getting worse. So I'm just asking, man, is that having the inverse effect? That's all I have to ask that question.
Listen, poor form is poor form. You can dress it up as much as you want. You can try and disguise it and bring Ballon d'Or Rodri before the Spurs game. You can talk about the 2-year contract with.
Where's Rodri? Where is he?
What do you mean? Where is he? He's presenting Ballon d'Or everywhere he goes.
Where is he? Where is he?
And also, you know what? Yeah, you know what?
He's
Yeah,
in Malta.
and also,
smoking a
yeah,
cigar.
losing
Really?
Rodri, yeah, has really exposed, yeah, I think, yeah, how poor some of your defenders have actually been, because he's been masking some of your centre backs.
Exactly,
Let's be
like
real.
Ruben Diaz.
You know
Like
what I
Ruben
mean?
Diaz.
Ruben Diaz, I will be honest, since after Havertz did to him in
he's
the
awful.
UCL final, he's been exposed. But like,
He's always been like that, by the way.
But like for me, like my guy, okay, you know what I mean? Pick up from my
what's
academy.
funny?
He's looking like his time has come. His time has come for okay.
What's missing? All right, Ahmed. Let me say this, Chelsea. What's missing is a very confident 6. And honestly, we would be looking way better whether it was your 6, whether it was Mike or Rams, even if we had United Ahmed 6. We just don't have that right player. No one's guarding, no one's protecting our back line, but we need a proper player. And Mike and Ram talked about this many times themselves. So they should not be co-signing what you just said, because they've wanted a competent 6 in their defense, because they know how important it is. It's not that it needed to be a Rodri, but it needs to be a player of quality, which we don't have. We tried to find it in Calvin Phillips. It didn't work. We tried to go elsewhere and get certain players. They didn't pull the trigger for whatever reason. Now, what we do in the January transfer window, we'll see. But Rodri was not disguising a but it's a system. Yeah, get out of here.
I'm about to.
Wow.
Get out of it, boy.
Listen, man. Listen, hey, my closet.
Out with you.
I'm just gonna say one thing. Pep actually dropped a hint about him leaving City. He said, if I feel like I can't turn it around, which is basically if I don't feel loved, which is I'm not given the money.
No.
He said that yesterday.
Don't add all that extra.
He literally, bro, said that.
Now we're talking more. This is the
language. He said that. Why after signing a contract, you're saying you're talking about Barcelona and I felt loved and all this bullshit?
The fans don't give anything to the
Can I ask people something for real in the chat? People would think I'm crazy. Would Pep ever be forced to be out of City? Would he actually try to say, if he doesn't? Do people think that Pep walked away from Bayern Munich, or it was a mutual agreement?
If he fell out of Europe, yes. Like if they finished 6th or 7th.
I'm asking, by the way, the question for real. By the way, it's because in Germany they say that he was forced out, mutual agreement. Like, okay.
I think the problem is the reason why I would say he left on his own accord was because of the fact that the replacement was Carlo Ancelotti, and I didn't know what they were going to do. There was no real plan ahead. They were kind of trying to figure out how we're going to.
Carlo Ancelotti was after Pep or after Pep.
Pep. There was no real plan going ahead with it. So that's what I would say is I wouldn't think he's forced out, but I know for a fact he wasn't happy at Bayern.
Okay. Because I'm asking if Pep is not given the money and he can't turn it around, what would happen to Manchester City? What would happen? What if City can't spend 300 million? What if City can't? Because if you look at them, there's about 7 or 8 players that needs to go. And can they rely on a Foden, on a Savinho, on a Doku to carry the team? I don't think so.
I will say this. I will say just on.
They will need about 6-7 players. These will cost about 200 million at least.
I will say this on top of the Bayern thing. Another thing why Pep left was because even there were doubts of the club being like, we won a treble when you came you inherited a treble-winning squad. We took Lewandowski from Bayern. We took Goetze from Bayern. We took two of the best players from our rivals. Yet we still can't win the Champions League again.
Yes.
I think when those murmurs were starting to happen in and around the club, that's where he was like, "Nah, these guys don't believe in me." So I'm just
because I believe City needs to keep the standards high in terms of like they need to win that. Maybe not every year. Okay, that would be absolutely like ridiculous to think that they're gonna win every year. But if they fall off, third, come second next year, they don't sign a lot of players, and they're not challenging Liverpool or Man City. Now Chelsea are ahead of them. I think questions need to be asked. No matter how good you are and how much credit in the bank you have. Same as the Liverpool fans when they turned on Jurgen Klopp.
I didn't. Mike did.
Some did.
Wait, what? What?
You're saying
What?
you turned on Klopp, by the way. How dare you, man?
Whoa!
A lot of people did, yeah.
Mike,
Whoa! Do
Mike,
not gaslight. Do not gaslight. I was always appreciative of what Klopp did, but ultimately it came down to the fact that we did the same thing every week and we didn't get the results every single week and we didn't make a change. And that is down to the manager.
Say it.
With Man City, but also with Man City, yeah, is that
criticizing a manager is not the same thing as, defaming him, saying that he's a piece of shit. Like turning on Klopp means turning on Klopp.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, to be honest. Like
at the end of the season, Klopp was the definition of insanity last year. Doing the same thing week in, week out, not getting results week in, week out. That's insanity. Therefore, I was like, you know what? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with turning the page.
You can criticize a manager, you can criticize a manager even if he's brought you success.
Again, I love.
By the way, I will turn on the manager if, for example, yes, he won the league, and if he doesn't win the league for 2 years, he's out for me. 100%. Done. You're good. You're done.
That's the standard.
I don't do sentimental with managers. I don't do this.
I have the receipts from HUSAM as well, Mike. Just saying.
Like, I
did not want him at the club anymore, but that's not to say I turned on him. Still grateful for what he did.
I like Inzaghi, but if Inzaghi
can say whatever he wants.
No, but with Man City, you know more how you said that they have to spend a lot of money because they've got a lot of players they need to get rid of. Players like Haaland, is he guaranteed to stay at Man City for a long time? Because it seems to me
he hasn't signed the contract yet, but they are. Okay, to be honest with you, I think with the charges. But Pep now signing a 2-year contract. I think Haaland will sign with the £200 million release clause. With Pep assuring him that he's going to stay, the guy is going to sign the 2-year contract. However,
but Pep has to stay, though, isn't it, for him to stay? You think so? You think it's dependent on?
I think Haaland would have left if Pep decided to go.
Yeah, he'd probably go to Barca, right?
He would go to Barcelona or Real Madrid or someone will. And it's not because he doesn't like City, because he won a triple. He broke the record. He always wanted to play in La Liga. They want him there. The media's ready for him. Mbappe is there. You know what I mean? It's not because, I hate City or I don't want City. No, it's because, he's done everything. Basically, Haaland in 3 seasons has literally done everything. He won a 3-peat. He won 2 league titles. He won a triple. He broke the record. So his name is always going to be in the history of the books of the Champions in the Premier League. It's done. But Pep staying means he might break more records. But if Pep leaves, I believe the City will need a whole rebuild. So I would understand if Erling Haaland goes. Okay, I'm done. You know what I mean? He's done. The difference between him and Mohamed Salah is Mohamed Salah is chasing a completely different stature.
He's chasing
in the Premier League.
He's
chasing Thierry Henry to break Thierry Henry's records in assists. And I think he broke it in assists in the goals. He's chasing the 2nd league title. He's chasing another Champions League. He's chasing a different thing. Erling Haaland is not chasing anything anymore. It's done.
Yeah,
Erling Haaland is not going to stay in the Premier League until he breaks Harry Kane's or Alan Shearer's record. He won't. He won't do that. He will leave before.
Pep stays, though. I think even if Pep stays for another 2-3 seasons, I don't think I'm talking the next 5+ years. I think Haaland strikes me as a guy who wants to play in every league, though. He's done Bundesliga. He's done Prem. I think he's one who goes to La Liga, maybe. I don't know. I could see him in Barcelona if they can afford it. I
actually think he's going to go to Barcelona to replace Lewandowski.
Yeah, because bro, the thing is, think about it. Mbappe, Haaland, El Clasico, Vini. So that it's all about if Barca can find the money.
However, I'm not sure if actually he can be a La Liga guy. Technically, I don't think he can.
Mbappe's
I don't think he
struggling.
can do. Lewandowski is technical. People think Lewandowski is just a goal scorer. Lewandowski is technical, bro. He's not bad.
There's
Let me do
people
this
that
couple of
don't-
super chats before we go. Go ahead.
Those people that say Lewandowski is not technical.
It's crazy to see his first touch, bro. His first touch
He's a
is
great,
nuts.
great footballer.
People don't see that guy can actually play like dictate play. As in, like, you have to
He's
be a
so
certain
good,
level
bro.
to be the same
Yeah.
wavelength as Thomas Muller. You have to be a certain level.
Yeah, 100%. John is saying start, bench, sell Zanetti, Cafu, Dani Alves. Okay, you're asking me, John. I would start Zanetti, I would sell Dani Alves, and I would start Cafu.
That's biased. That is
That's biased. It is biased.
Yeah, that's sneaky.
However, all I have to tell you guys is Zanetti is the most consistent player in the history, probably, of the sport.
Start Cafu's bench, Zanetti, sell Alves.
I like Dani
I've
Alves, though.
I've only seen Daniel Alves in it, so I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Cafu is fucking nuts.
Cafu and Zanetti are just more complete for me.
Cafu, but Dani Alves is amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
he's great,
so
though.
good as a footballer. But to be honest, prime, I'll take Maicon over Dani Alves prime. But Maicon's
That's
prime is about
biased.
2-3 years.
That is biased
No.
right there.
Okay, let me tell you something. Triple winning. Okay, hear me out. Triple winning Dani Alves and triple winning Maicon. Maicon started and benched Dani Alves in 2010 World Cup. Just to let you know. But in
2015
Brazil,
Dani Alves, though.
in Brazil, Maicon benched Dani Alves. Actually, he's a better right back than him.
Did they do anything in 2010?
Oh, that picture's funny.
No. Fonzie is saying easy schedule. 1, easy schedule. 2, all goals are gifts. 3, fall offs on the way. What's next? Every space is just an excuse to why we're at the top. I agree with you, my guy. Everywhere I go, there is the talk of why Liverpool will be shit, not the other way around. It's ridiculous. And I'm tired of it. Do you know what is not helping, Fonzie? Is HUSAM saying they are in the leopards in the tree?
Oh,
That
We are
is
the lion
problem.
in your face. We are the lion in your face.
You know
Not the
you know
leopard in
Fonzie,
your
what is
face.
not helping, and I'm being serious, is some of the fan base, including HUSAM, saying we're the leopard in the tree. So people
We
are
know what
taking
he's
it.
doing. We know what he's doing, Mo. We know.
I know what he's doing, bro. I know what he's doing. But he's
Allah.
not helping. That's, by the way, that is why people are riding the wave and saying they're gonna fall off.
But leopard in the
by the
tree
way,
is
Real gems. We actually started this show talking Chelsea. So go back to the beginning of the show. We literally spoke Chelsea in the beginning. That was only a fight because Liverpool was so wasteful. 100% Jay, and that is what people fail to say. It was a fight because Liverpool kept Man City in the game. Literally kept Man City in the game. Anyway, listen, people. I want to thank everyone that is here. Vator, did you get any subscribers, Vator? I just want to check. Even some.
I think I'm at 7:45 now. I'm about to
All
go
right.
live. So I'm about to go live.
Guys, Vator is going live. Go support Vator. AA United. Watch his shorts and TikToks. The guy's fucking mad, but I love him. He's one of my favorites ever. I love him. Guys, Mike Das, phenomenal as always. Ram, great to have you here, my guy. Absolutely fantastic and phenomenal. Guys, tomorrow morning is the Rational League with Rory, Dan, Tom Little, and Nobbins. That will be spicy and good, guys. I will see you guys soon. But listen, we're not stopping because me and HUSAM now will have him a chef. So, guys, a little bit of more objective talk or not. And we'll see you guys on MHF. We'll see you guys there.
Lion in the face. Lion in the face.